It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Fourth, playing third base, number 17, Madden Butler. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 25, Trey Young. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 27, Will Cabinet. Batting seventh, DHing, number 22, Jack Howell. Batting eighth, playing catching, number 6, Jack Cummings. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 24, Tyler Pickens. Pitching for the Indians, number 26, Solomon Smith. The Indians are coached by Slater Lott, who's assisted by Kate Evans and Caleb Goddard. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we're getting set for a double dipper here this afternoon in Fulton between your ICC Indians and the Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon, and welcome Dr. Brad Boggs here into the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. And Dr. Boggs, a little chilly, but a beautiful day for baseball here in Fulton.
Yeah, very beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky out there. Of course, everyone can see that, but great time for someone. I mean, if you're out there and you got time, come on by the park here today. You got some good baseball in front of you. I know a lot of action going on. I know Adam and I will keep you updated on a lot of things going on, including the Lady Indian softball team, who is currently in action at Southwest. So we'll keep you updated on all that. But while you're waiting on all that, come join us out here at the park.
See, Solomon Smith getting his warm-up tosses here for the Indians as we're just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in Fulton in Game 1. Speaking of that softball game, right now they're at the top of the fourth. ICC leading 3-2 down there in Summit. So, Brad, let's go ahead and talk about it. What is going to be some of your Bank Okolona keys to victory this afternoon for the Indians?
It starts on the mound, Adam, and that's where it starts. I mean, obviously ICC offensively puts up the numbers that they need to put up to win games. It's just going to start on the mound where they take control of that pitching mound out there, and they're able to control Southwest. No free passes. Let's not do the free passes, obviously, which has been difficult. But we'd love to see Solomon work as far as he can into this game today. Not that he's going to get 9, but love to see him work as far as he can into the game without having to go to the bullpen. As that first pitch is swung on, popped up out in the left field, and left fielder's going to make a play on it, out number 1.
That was a straight-up 2 o'clock Guaranteed Bank opening pitch. And, Brad, you saw out there in left field how Tyler Pickens was kind of dancing around trying to find it. The wind is going to play a big-time factor in the game this afternoon.
Yeah, you got the wind, then you got the sun, too. Of course, ICC is used to practicing in this in our park here, obviously, and the sun and seeing those different angles with the sun. So they're used to being able to shade and use their glove and with the sunglasses, all that kind of stuff, and shading it so they can find the ball. But that wind does add to the trickiness out there.
That was Tanner Moore, who just flew out to left field. Now up is going to be J.D. Hidalgo. He's playing third base, batting in that 2 spot, takes the first pitch. I thought it was high for a ball, but called a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Hidalgo.
Yeah, Hidalgo on the year so far comes in with a .239 average today, starting this game as he takes strike 2. Good job by Solomon Smith staying ahead of the count. Hidalgo looks like he's had 113 at bats on the year to have that .239 average. He does have 27 hits coming into today, so does have 18 RBIs. So got a lot of plate appearances ahead of him.
0-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to the left side. Third baseman's going to let it roll.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Smart play right there by Madden Butler because he wasn't going to be able to get him out. Hidalgo kind of swung over that one. That's kind of like that, I don't know, I kind of call it that ping pong swing if you want to call it. It kind of went over and it had that top spin on it with that baseball. And so wasn't going to get him out with the throw because it was hit so softly down there. Only thing you could do is let it roll and hope that it went foul. It did. So count stays 0-2.
0-2 is the count here to Hidalgo, the second batter of the day. We'll introduce you to today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the innings. Smith will take the heel now. Hidalgo will dig back in here for the Bears. 0-2 is the count. Pitch on its way. That one just missing low for a ball. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Solomon's a sophomore, pitched at Etowah AHS out of Fulton here. He does come into the day with 1 win, 3 losses on the year, 11 appearances, 16 innings pitched, giving up 27 hits, 25 runs. He does have 7 walks to 9 Ks.
The 1-2 pitch. This one blistered. Center fielder's going to go back to the wall, and it is out of here.
Yeah, he sat on that one. Solomon left that one up. I mean, again, with a 2-strike count right there, you can't leave that one up there like that. And that pitch was just sitting up there too pretty. And, again, what did Hidalgo do? He sat back on it, drove it. He did what he was supposed to do, not taking anything away from Hidalgo. Good piece of hitting right there on his end, especially with 2 strikes. So Hidalgo was trying to look at him, see if he had any on the year. He does have 3 home runs on the year, so that's going to be his 4th.
So that's got to be, I want to say they came in, with 8 home runs on the season? So a team that's not used to the long ball getting a little bit of a bonus hit there to start the contest. 1-0 Southwest with the lead here. Now this will be the shortstop, Justin Doamio. He's going to foul this one back off the netting. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, Damiano comes in at 300. He's got a batting average of 300 coming into today with, looks like 90 at-bats so far. He does have 27 hits, 25 RBIs.
So he's sitting with a 0-1 count here with a 1-0 lead. 1 out here. As that pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count to Demio.
And they really have come out swinging the bat so far, Adam. So Southwest, of course, the first pitch swinging, which was Tanner Moore there to lead off the game, and then Hidalgo doing what he's done. And so far, I know we're only in the 3rd batter here in the lineup, but they really come out swinging.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here. This one's going to be a flare out to right field. Could be trouble. Right fielder's going to give chase. Can't get to it. This is going to be down for extra bases. Are they going to hold him up for a double? They will, as the quick relay will get in, and a great start to the contest here for the Bears.
Yeah, real good start right there, and he did a good job of driving that pitch right there. Took that pitch where it needed to go, where it was placed. He took it where it needed to go, and sadly Brody couldn't just make a play on it out there, couldn't get to it. So he drove that pitch out there and drove it over his head in right field with a stand-up double.
So now this will bring up the number 4 batter, Robbie Hokamp, the DH, coming to the plate here. He'll dig in with a runner at second, 1 out, and a 1-0 lead after a solo home run by Hidalgo here in the top of the 1st. Again, we'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the innings.
Yeah, Hokamp comes in with a 346 as he fouls that one straight back. 346 batting average. He does have 52 at-bats on the season, has 18 hits, 5 runs scored there, does have 10 RBIs. He does have another opportunity right there with a runner at second to get another RBI and add to that total.
So 0-1 is the count here to Hokamp.
Runner did not go, acted like he was going there at second. Again, if you're going to steal, I didn't look and see if Damiano had any stolen bases on the season, and he does, and he's got some speed. So looks like Southwest, Adam, likes to run a lot.
So you think a team with not a lot of home runs probably
it's going to be a hit.
That's nope. Yes, nice play over there at short. I was like you, Brad. I thought that was just far enough away, but Reed Kent showing off the speed over there for the second out of the inning. But, yeah, a team that doesn't have a lot of home runs, well, they've got 2 extra base hits so far here in the game, a home run and a double. As this would be Drew Swan coming up. You feel like a lot of times they would have those type of stolen bases, hit and runs, those type situations.
I mean, Adam, I'm looking down the list here. They got a guy that's got 26 stolen bases. They got one that's got 14, one 15, one 12, one 11. They got a lot in double figures there, stealing with stolen bases. So it looks like they try to put put runners in motion when they're out there.
Wind picking up again. We'll try to keep it on the center field camera as much as we can today, without trying to make people feel sick watching at home. 1-0 is the count. This one's going to be popped up right side. Right fielder's going to give chase. Wynn dancing it around into foul territory, but he does make the play. Long run there out there in right field for Brody Thompson, but he's able to reel that one in for out number 3. So the Indians finally get out of the inning, but not before a solo home run by J.D. Hidalgo makes it a 1-0 contest in the top of the first. We'll shift now to the bottom of the first, but before we do that, let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups being brought to you by our friends at Coke.
Leading off, Tanner Moore, number 3 there. He playing right field, batting second. J.D. Hidalgo at third base. Third, Justin Damiano. He's at short today. Batting in the cleanup spot, Robbie Hokamp at DH. Batting in the fifth spot is Drew Swan, who just flied out to right field. He's playing first. Batting sixth is Hayes Loper out in left field. Seventh, Luke Simmons at second base. Batting eighth is Walter Wixon, who is behind the plate doing the catching duties. And batting ninth is Tristan Hayes out in center. And pitching on the mound for the Bears is going to be Matt Newman.
That is your starting lineup for the visiting Bears. They come in with a 20-14 record, 4-6 inside conference play. And now your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for ICC. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And Coach Lott hopes he has that same winning combination put together here in Game 1.
Definitely. And leading off will be Brody Thompson, who's out in right field. Just made that good play out there in right to get that last out of the top of the first. Batting second is Cannon Graham, who's at second base. Batting third, Reed Kent at short. Batting in the cleanup spot is Madden Butler, who'll be third base. Batting in the 5 spot will be Trey Gunn out in center field. Batting sixth, Will Cavanis at first. Batting seventh is Jack Howell, who'll be DHing today. Eighth is Jack Cummings, who's behind the plate doing the catching duties. Batting ninth is Tyler Pickens out in left. And as we mentioned, on the mound for the Indians is Solomon Smith.
And that is your starting lineup there for the ICC Indians. 18-11 on the season, 5-3 inside conference play.
Thompson.
So to be Thompson, Graham, and Kent due up here for the Indians. As we're in the bottom of the first, 1-0 Southwest with the lead. That first pitch runs inside for a ball.
Yeah, Matt Newman comes in today for the Bears. He's got a 3.67 ERA. He does have 2 wins, 2 losses, 34 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 30 hits, 17 runs as that pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play for strike one. He does have 14 walks to 24 Ks on the season.
Those stats being brought to you by Sam's Town Market there in Manatee. When you see the pollen hit the ground, that means it's grilling season, and no better place to go than Sam's Town Market right there in Manatee.
Yeah, no doubt. Love going to Sam's, as that's going to be strike 2 right there on the outside corner. But went out there last week and picked up some of those bacon-wrapped sweet peppers. I call them those sweet pepper poppers. Man, I love those.
1-2 pitch and a nice Renaissance Bank strikeout to start the bottom half of the inning there, the first of the day there for Newman. And so with one away now, this will bring Graham to the plate.
Indians, number 7, Cannon Graham.
And Brad, you're right, man. Those little poppers that he has, I'm a fan of the stuffed mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, I love those too. Love those. I mean, he's got all those little sides, you know.
Yep.
I mean, you can go out there and get your cut of meat that you want, your steak, whatever, your chicken, your pork, and then you can just add to it. That one's driven right back up the middle right there. Going to be in the outfield. That's going to be a clean single at him.
Well, a hard hit ball there, the first hit of the day for the Indians. Graham staying hot as he has just ripped the cover off the ball for the Indians here of late.
Yeah, he's got a 4.29 average coming into today, so before they had it back. So Graham is up there on the statistics for the Indians as far as offensively because he does have 45 hits already on the year, and that's going to make 46. And he's got he leads the team, or is tied for the lead in the team with 8 home runs on the season.
So a runner on first with 1 out. ICC trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. This one hit high. Center fielder is going to run back, but now come forward and squeeze it for out number 2.
That was Reed Kent. Of course, we hadn't had opportunity to say anything there, but flew out to center field there. But Kent also was one of the leaders for the ICC offense there. Came in with a 388 batting average with 121 at bats on the season, and he did have 47 hits.
So now this will be Madden Butler coming to the plate, batting in that 4th spot, playing third base with a runner on first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Of course, Game 1 always scheduled for 9 innings inside conference play. And swinging on the first pitch once again, the Indians being aggressive early on, but that's going to be a routine fly ball out to right. So the Indians get a one-out single by Graham, but he's left stranded. In the first, 1-0 is your score. We'll take a break and come back with the second inning right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the second inning. Smith taking his final warm-up tosses here. He'll be greeted by Loper, Simmons, and Wixon, scheduled up here for the Bears in the top of the second inning. They lead this one 1-0 after a solo home run off the bat of J.D. Hidalgo with one out in the top of the first. So the Bears coming to the plate, trying to keep the bats hot and see if they can add some more runs to the board here. So Loper playing out in left field today. As we said, anything hit to the outfield today could be quite the adventure. As this one hit hard to center field. Center fielder's going to jog over now, take a couple of steps back. And that'll be a fly out to center. Brad, both these teams aggressive early, not really seeing a whole lot of pitches here.
No, I mean, and it's good for the pitchers on both sides because, again, they're not forcing those pitchers to throw a lot of pitches and see a lot of pitches where they're working deep in their count. So if you're on the mound, you're happy, you know, especially except for that one home run that was hit. But if you're on the mound for either team right now, you're very happy.
So now this will bring the second baseman Simmons to the plate. He digs in with one out and nobody on. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a strike.
That's Luke Simmons. He comes into today with a .310 average. Does have 58 at-bats on the year, 18 hits. Does have 16 RBIs. Of course, it's in the RBI situation for him, unless he hits a home run.
There you go. That pitch high and outside for a ball. Now the count evens up at 1-1. There's one out here after a first pitch fly ball out to center field. That was reeled in by Trey Gunn. Simmons, who's playing second base. And you can hear that wind picking up. It's now basically blowing from foul pole to foul pole. It's blowing all over the place except left field today, folks.
Yeah, if you can hit it out and right now, or if you can start it out in center and hit it toward that right center gap as he's strike two, swung through that one and missed, you're going to get some carry on the ball right there, or it's going to do some funky things out there for the right fielder. So Brody Thompson's got right now has got his job cut out for him right there.
So 1-2 now is the count. Here to Simmons. Smith is looking for his first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. That one fouled back, so we'll stay at 1-2. Yeah, for those that were watching the Ole Miss Mississippi State game last night, I was talking with our PA guy, Aiden, before the game. He talked about how one of those home runs last night, Brad, was going towards center field and nearly blew out foul by the time it got out of the ballpark. And I think we're dealing with those same type of wins today.
Yeah, it's definitely, no doubt. You got those same type of wins. It's supposed to kind of die down as I've looked at on the weather as the day goes. It's a good pitch right there. He stayed in line, fouled that one back. But right now, you know, you're still dealing with these winds. As you can see the flag moving heavily out there and the trees moving too. So it'll make an interesting day while this wind's blowing as it is.
As I said, we'll try not to stay on the center field camera too much when it gets to shaking too bad. So waiting the 1-2 pitch here. And there's strike 3.
Good pitch right there. An excellent job right there by Solomon and getting out number 2 of the inning there.
Up to bat, number 18, Walker Wixon.
That was a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout, the first of the day for Smith. And I kind of like the way he looked. He was quickly asking for the ball back, wanting to get right back on the mound and see if he can get a 3-up, 3-down inning here. As now this will be Wixon, the catcher, coming to the plate. First time he's been at the dish this afternoon. Swings on that one, a little number forward. Going to be a tough play here. Barehanded by the shortstop. Throw across the way is in time.
What a play by Reed Kent right there, Adam. Excellent job right there. Had to charge it, barehanded it, and got it over, got the out.
Take a look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. You said it, Brad. That was a great play there, as that is that 3-up, 3-down inning the Indians were looking for. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll take a break and be back with the bottom half of the inning right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Bank Oklahoma, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the bottom of the second inning. Trey Gunn will start us off here as he looks at that first pitch. Low for a ball. Maybe the first time we've seen a batter take the first pitch of the at-bat so far.
Maybe Trey comes in today with a .341 batting average, as that's going to be ball 2. Good eye there by Trey. Very patient there. At-bats, he's had 85 so far in the season. 29 hits, 36 runs. He does have 5 long balls also in the season, 28 RBIs.
And he has been magnificent out there in center field. Matter of fact, back-to-back weeks on Want to Play Wednesday, the diving catch that he had in one game, and then he robbed a home run in the next series. So he has been really solid with the glove as well as the bat this season for the Indians. Listen at that pitch, outer edge for a strike. Now the count goes 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Kind of resembled a cutter there, Adam, but just kind of broke off right there toward the end. But good pitch on the part of Newman right there.
So the 2-2 pitch, not a bad spot to miss. Couldn't get him to chase there for that one. Now the count goes 3-2 here to Gunn. It'll be Gunn, Cavanis, and Howell due up here for the Indians in the bottom of the second. They trail it 1-0 here in game 1.
Good eye.
Yeah, tough pitch to hang off on there, too. Gunn draws the first walk of the day issued there by Newman.
Yeah, and that was that's just patience right there, and that's a good job by Gunn, making Newman throw a lot of pitches. Also getting a walk there and getting the leadoff guy on for this inning, and that's actually Gunn's 20th walk on the season, and he now is tied for the team lead with Cannon Graham on walks.
So now the first baseman, Cavanis, coming to the plate. He's going to lay down the bunt.
Good
Southwest was not expecting that. And now nobody covering third. They're going to have to hurry over there. The catcher can't get there.
Excellent job. What a job by Gunn right there, and the awareness right there, Adam. He's rounding second, and he sees it, that no one's covering third. No one had gotten down there to cover it because, as you said, that bunt pulled both in. You had your pitcher and had your catcher right there. and your pitcher and your third baseman pulled them both in. Gunn rounds it. He's got the speed. He knew he could take it, and he did. So he gets to third. So that's an excellent sac bunt right there.
That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation, reminded you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That is the ICC Wesley Foundation. They're located across the street from the Davis Event Center. They meet Tuesday nights. They invite all ICC students to come out and worship at the Wesley Foundation. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That one follows suit. 2-0 now is the count here to the DH, Jack Howell.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Indians now to tie this game up. Got a runner at third, definitely in scoring position. So anything through the infield or down out the outfield is definitely going to score a run, or a long fly ball out there could definitely tag and get the runner in.
Howell pops this one back and out of play. Now the count will go 2-1 here to the DH, Jack Howell.
Howell comes in with a 273 average on the day. He does have 22 at bats coming in. Does have 6 hits, 7 runs to his name. Does have, got 13. No, I'm sorry.
Took a big, healthy chop at that one. Came up missing there.
9 RBIs on the season. He'd love to have his 10th right here, at least.
So the count evens up at 2-2 here to Howell. Runner at third representing the tying run. Rips that one. First baseman drops it, and that's going to score the run, and the runner will reach on the error as well.
Wow, again, Gunn was at third, and he took off on the hit right there. So first baseman came up with that for Southwest, and that was Swan down there.
Number 6,
considering throwing home, the infield was playing in right there to get that run out at home. He bobbled on the exchange right there at him, and then it fell to the ground, and then heck, we were able to run it out. Howell was and he's safe. So you got an E3 right there.
Yeah, it's one of those you probably have a chance to do over. You'll take the out and change the run. Little hit and run action going on there. The stolen base for Jack Howell. Brad, this is a much more aggressive small ball stealing team out of this first inning here that we've seen out of the Indians all season.
Yeah, definitely so. And again, now we've got another runner in scoring position out there at second, 1 out. So still in a good position here with Cummings at the plate. That's going to be ball 1 low right there. I was trying to get Cummings' statistics here pulled up. And he comes in with a .314 batting average on the year. Does have 51 at bats. He does have 17 runs, 16 hits, 14 RBIs to his name so far. He does not swing at that. That's going to be outside. They did swing. They're saying he did go right.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. They didn't even check it down there either.
So
home plate umpire just called it himself. So anyway, they said he went around, so that's going to be strike 2.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Cummings. Going to have to come in and guard the dish after that last call. And you have to wait and see. They're going to say he did not go that time. So now the count is 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2 count right there. Big at bat right here. Indians would love to take the lead here and give Solomon Smith the lead going into the top of the third.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Newman. Fouled that one off. Couldn't hang on to it that time by the catcher. So Cummings will have a new life here.
Yeah, kind of had him out ahead of that one. Cummings was out on his front foot, just able to get a piece of that one. Basically just tip it down in the turf right there to stay alive. So, again, 2-2 count here on Cummings.
And that pitch missing outside for a ball. Now the count goes 3-2. Wind starting to pick up once again, now blowing out basically from center field to the first base dugout. As I mentioned, when it gets blowing too rough, we're going to break away from it. And that is blowing insanely tough now. Hard hit ground ball, but just fouled down the line.
Yeah, he turned on that one and almost painted the line down there to get it in fair territory, but it did just go foul. Still got a full count here. But you're right, Adam, that wind is, it is really blowing out there.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here to Cummings. And good at bat there by Jack as he's able to trot down after drawing the second walk of the inning.
Yeah, couldn't draw the swing. He tried to get him to go back, and that lunge that he had him on where they called that strike on him and never could get him to lunge at it and swing at it again. So Newman tried to get him to go back to it. Cummings never did bite for it.
We'll have a meeting on the mound right here. We'll keep it here and tell you about some of today's sponsors. Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, and as always, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, all is proud to sponsor today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. The umpire's going to make the slow stroll out and kind of break things up here. There is one out in the inning. Runners on first and second for the Indians. Real quick scoreboard update for you. It's 6-2 ICC thanks to a 3-run home run by A.B. Marler, the third home run of the day hit by ICC softball.
Coming up
They
tonight
lead
for
at
the
6-2
Indians,
as they're in the
number
bottom of the
24,
fifth.
Tyler
And game one
Pickens.
down there in Summit. So now this will be the number 9 batter. Tyler Pickens, the left fielder, coming to the plate now here for the Indians. Runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the second.
Pick play at second there. Didn't Cavanis, I think I said, no, that's not Cavanis, Howell was able to get back there. And as you said, Pickens up. He's got a 293 average, comes into today. He does have 58 at bats. He's got 17 hits, 18 runs, as that's going to be strike one to him right there. He does have one long ball on the season and 14 RBIs.
Yeah, he just tried for his second on that last swing, so 0-1 is the count now here to Pickens. And they're going to call that one a strike.
Yeah, he went around too far on that one. I agree with that. So that's going to be strike two. Quickly down 0-2. Pickens here. Definitely love to put a hit together or get something here, put the ball in play.
So the 0-2 pitch, not a bad spot to miss, especially after those last two aggressive swings from Pickens. 1-2 now is the count here to the left fielder. Now the wind blowing dead into the ballpark from center field to home plate. And they're going to call that one strike three, so got him looking. That's a clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout, second of the day for Newman.
Coming up tonight for the Indians.
Now we flip it
number
back to the
4,
top of the lineup
Brody
here.
Thompson.
And this will be Brody Thompson coming to the plate. Once again, I apologize. We'll have to switch away from the center field camera. I'm doing that because in case there's people that get motion sickness like I do pretty easily. Is that pitch high for a ball?
Yeah, that's high for a ball. Brody struck out his first at bat. Love to make up for that right now and try to put something in play and hope to try to get a hit and drive in that runner at second.
It is a 1-1 score. I didn't put the score up for the Indians after it was Trey Gunn who walked, advanced to third on a great sacrifice bunt and scored when Jack Howell reached on an error. This one foul back, and
that one was fouled off of the catcher's, I think it was the catcher's helmet right there, and it bounced way up and went over the netting. It might have got your car back there.
That popped off pretty good. That's going to be a shot. It's going to get through. This should score another run here for the Indians. The throw home will be cut off, and ICC takes the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, that was a good job by Southwest right there to cut that ball. That one needed to be cut because easily could have the runner at second could have advanced to third, and they weren't going to get the out and home, so it was going to be too late. So they need to cut that. So good job defensively there by them, but good job by Brody Thompson, better on his end to give Etowama the lead when he hit that ball through the 6-hole.
So still 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and second. This is going to be Graham at the dish. Swings to the first one he sees, lifts it up. Center fielder's going to jog back and will make the play for out number 3, but not before the Indians could put 2 runs on the board off 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on the base. 2-1 ICC with the lead after 2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of a unique exchange in the inning as the infield umpires were getting after each other. The home plate umpire kind of just casually walked between the two and was trying to calm things down. One of them walked off and came back, had something to say, and then the third base umpire, he walked down and got back in his position. And Brad, you know, they always say when you come to the ballpark, you're going to see things you've never seen before. And guess what? That's something I've never seen before.
Well, now you can write it down that you have.
Yep.
But interesting exchange. I guess probably something, I guess, I have no idea. I've not seen that before either. But anyway, you know.
Whatever it was, the first base umpire went to both head coaches and kind of, I guess, telling his side of the story. So that could be something interesting to see as the day develops.
Yeah, because we've got another game after this.
Have we ever seen a fight between umpires?
Well, I haven't.
I hadn't either. I'm not hoping that happens, but
sure.
That was quite bizarre, I guess you can say. But either way it goes, it's going to be the 9-1-2 batters due up here. Haynes, Moore, and Hidalgo for Southwest. We're in the top of the third inning. ICC leading this one 2-1 after 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the second.
Comes up swinging on the first pitch, fouls that one out into the parking lot there. And Haynes comes into the day with a 245 average. He does have 94 at bats. He has 18 runs, 23 hits. He does have 19 RBIs.
So 0-1 is the count here to the center fielder. Listen to that pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. It's still Smith on the hill here for the Indians. Game 1 is always scheduled for 9 innings. And Brad, in those type of games, you really like to see your guy get to the 5th inning, your starter.
Yeah,
and anything really beyond the 5th is bonus.
Yeah, correct. That's kind of what I talked about the keys to victory on this. Is as he squared the bunt, he actually bunted it, got it down, and I don't think he meant to. But he did, and so anyway, they pop up, catcher pops up and gets the out there.
Yeah, 2-3 on that put out. As I'm with you, Brad. The way he reacted, it was almost like he was showing and meant to pull back, and now the Southwest coach is going to come out and ask. And
after that was fouled.
Yeah, and the home plate umpire's reasoning was good enough as he just shook his head, patted him on the back, and headed back to the dugout.
Yeah.
So 2-3 on the put out of Haynes, and now we'll flip it back to the top part of the lineup and Tanner Moore, who flew out to left. So Moore will dig in.
First pitch swinging again and hit the Butler down there at third. Butler charges, makes a great play there on the run and gets the second out of the inning. Of course, Tanner's only seen 2 pitches on the day, and he swung at both of them. And
up to bat, number 27,
Southwest not very patient at the plate, and that might be their MO. You know, it might be one of those, see a pitch, see it, hit it.
Maybe. Again, like I say, if you're Solomon Smith, you're okay with that as long as your defense is still playing behind you. Now, again, you gave up that 1 home run, and that was to this guy right here, J.D. Hidalgo.
Yeah, he was one of those that kind of had a more patient at-bat. So he'll dig in here with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the third. That pitch.
Well placed right there on the inside part of the plate. Good job by Solomon. Yeah, Hidalgo, I think he had that home run with 2 strikes on him, Adam.
I think you're correct.
You know, hit it very well out there. Now, of course, now if you're looking at the flag is dead out there. Basically, it's just kind of sitting there. So you'll go through periods where you'll see the wind gust pick up, and then they'll just kind of die out right there, and that got him.
Yeah, not what you want to do, Brad. You know, you talked about that being some of the keys to victory today, being brought to you by Bank Okolona, is not those type of free passes.
No, and you got 2 outs in the inning, you know. I mean, so you're ahead already. You got 2 outs, and then you just gave a free pass right there, a hit by pitch, and you had one strike on the guy. So, again, not what you want, but battle out of it. Now you got Damiano up who doubled.
Yeah, so another dangerous batter at the plate here. They're going to pick off over to first. It's going to get away and allow the runner to advance to second.
And it just continues to blossom. So you hit the guy, and now you're going to give him second when you try to do the pick play over at first and throw wild over there to first, and the first baseman can't catch it.
Yeah, so right now if you're Coach Lott, you kind of just shout from the dugout and remind them there's 2 outs in the inning. So play it cool.
Yeah, and again, I know what he was thinking. Again, Southwest very active on the base pass. As I mentioned, Tanner Moore was one of those. He has 26 stolen bases, but that's Hidalgo who's hit by the pitch, and he out there, and I was trying to pull his up, he actually has 15 on the season. So, again, Southwest, I'm sure Solomon is aware of that, how active they are on the base paths with those stolen bases, and he was trying to pick play there, but just didn't work in his favor as ball one.
They're going to try to pick it off again of second. How did we say this guy's name? Damiano?
I've been calling him Damiano, but no, that's not what Aiden said.
Damiano. Probably means it's Stewart. But yeah. Damiano.
Aiden went all south on that.
He went French.
Yeah, I don't know. Aiden's got a different language than I've got. I mean, he's educated. I'm not. Good pitch.
That pitch right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. The long balls. The wind must be blowing the opposite direction down at softball as Southwest now has bounced back to take a 7-6 lead with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th.
Goodness. Well, they are hitting the ball down there today.
I think there's been a combine of 6 home runs. As that's a pitch just missing high for a ball.
And you don't want to leave that one hanging up there either. Now, I mean, granted, that could have been called a strike. It was close. But now, you don't want to leave that one up there if you're Solomon like that, especially to your number 3 guy here in the lineup. So be careful with that pitch.
So 2-1 now is the count. Pitch on its way. This one popped up right side. Right fielder drifting over. Looking for it, and will find it on the line for out number 3. So the Indians get out of that inning with no damage done after the hit by pitch and throwing error. Put a runner on at second for the Bears in the top of the 3rd. We'll take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it. A Coke Zero and
Okay.
a smile.
We're Coke brand managers. Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero adds life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da 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 da.
Green Kent.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We shift now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3, 4, 5 batters due up here for the Indians. Reed Kent, Madden Butler, and Trey Gunn. ICC leads this one 2-1 as the first pitch fouled back for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
I know that people are definitely listening to us and not watching this, but that's the reason why I'm going to give them an update.
Okay, yeah.
Mississippi State is leading Ole Miss currently in the top of the 4th, 1-0, since y'all are listening to us. Thank y'all for that, by the way, even though there's an interstate rival going on, that game of big weekend series. State took game 1 last night. Adam mentioned that, referred to that earlier, but I can't go away without referring to this either, Adam.
Okay.
Your number 23, Notre Dame Irish, as that's going to be ball one right there, taking on the number 13 North Carolina Tar Heels, and it's a tied ball game in the top of the fifth, 5-5.
Hey, they play some MACCCC ball.
That's what I'm saying.
First to 10 wins.
Hard for me. I can't, and that was down in the turf ball too. But I can't make fun of the Irish now in baseball because now they're ranked number 23.
Yeah, but I still have another team you could have fun with.
Ain't got there yet.
Yeah, it's coming. I know. 2-2 pitch runs inside. They're going to call it strike three.
Rung him up there. So that well placed by Newman right there. Credit to him. Strike out number one of the inning.
That's his third strikeout of the game.
Butler.
And it's a big one of Kent because this is the meat of the lineup here for the Indians. ICC would love to add some insurance runs here in the contest up 2-1. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we got to talk about your Itawamba County State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. It's that pitch for a strike.
Yeah, strike one to Madden Butler. And to give love to the softball NCAA State and South Carolina, both ranked in softball world. They're 0-0 in the top of the third. You do have your the LSU Tigers, the Lady Tigers there that won 3-1 over Oklahoma earlier today.
That's
and
a big
Oklahoma,
win.
Oklahoma's number 3. That one's going to be a hit right there, driven out in the right center. Actually more toward right. I think that wind kind of pushed it a little over, but anyway, right field. Good job by Madden Butler with one out hitting there, a little single.
That's his first hit
Coming up to bat for the
of
Indians,
the afternoon.
number 25, Trey.
And this will bring Trey Gunn to the plate. Trey drew a walk to start the second, advanced all the way over to third on a sacrifice bunt, and eventually came around to score on an infield error to tie the game for ICC. And he takes that first pitch low for a ball. One out and a runner on first here for the Indians. They're in the top of the sixth in softball. Southwest has battled back to take a 7-6 lead. Is that pitch missing low for a ball as well?
Yeah, 2-0 count there. Good job again. Gunn, one thing we saw it his first at bat. He's patient when he goes up there. He just doesn't go out there hacking, and so he's done a great job so far of making Newman throw some pitches.
This pitch, foul back, 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good cut right there, just off on it a little bit there. 2-1 count as you mentioned. Got a runner at first here, and that's in Madden Butler, who just singled.
I believe that was the 47th pitch of the game for Newman. 2-1 pitch. Hit hard, but to the left side of the infield. One, can they get two? They will not. So that will go as a fielder's choice as I went to the replay, so that's my apologies.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to double up Trey Gunn, especially on that hitting it to the left side of the field right there. So going to be hard, but Gunn's got some speed behind him, so he was able to beat that out. Now you do have 2 outs, so.
Yeah, fielder's choice, 6-4 on the putout of Butler. So now with 2 outs, this will be Will Cavanis coming to the plate. No official at bat so far because he had a sacrifice bunt. That was such a smart play by Gunn. Saw the third baseman came in. Nobody was covering third. The catcher tried to hustle down and get there in time, but couldn't do so.
Gunn goes. Bunt, squared the bunt, pulls back.
Oh, no, he missed the tag, I thought. Unfortunately,
Gunn kind of hopped down there, Adam. I couldn't see it, of course, obviously from where I'm at, my angle, but it looked like he kind of had a little hop on that slide. But
yeah, he kind of swam through the tag, but not really going to get much of an argument there out of the ICC coaches. So with that 2-6 put out, that will be a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Indians in the third. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
A kiss, a cry, I rise, I It's in my veins.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now go to the top of the 4th inning. ICC leading this one 2-1 here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon between ICC and Southwest. Do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of the Bears this afternoon. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your weekend here with us. As this will be Hokamp, Swan, and Loper.
Fouled that one off his bottom of his leg there, so it's going to be strike 1 there to Hokamp.
So 0-1 is the count. Wind picking back up, and I know we're going to keep referencing it today because it is going to be a part of the day. It's one of those that you hit something high to the outfield, it's either going to drift out of the ballpark or it's going to be dancing around and difficult, especially with the sun this time of day, for the outfielders. This one fouled out of play, and now the count will go 0-2 here to Hokamp.
Yeah, good job by Solomon coming out, getting ahead right there early. When you got that lead, that's what you want. I mean, it just takes, one run, you can win a game. Obviously, with one run, that's all you need if you're Solomon Smith. So keep throwing strikes and letting your defense play behind you.
So 0-2 is the count. Grounder, left side, it's going to go foul, and we'll stay at 0-2.
I'm going to pull that pitch many times, and if you do, that's what's going to happen right there. That was on the outside part of the plate. He tried to pull it right there, and you just kind of got that, as I call it, over-the-top swing right there where it just looks like it puts that top spin on it, but went foul again.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, as DH Hokamp starting us off here in the top of the 4th inning. Smith on the hill here for the Indians, set to deliver the pitch.
Got him.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Froze him right there. Excellent pitch right there by Solomon Smith. Got that first out of the inning. That was huge.
That's one of those he tried to check his swing, couldn't do so. And that is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. So now this will be Swan at the plate. He flew out to right to end the first. It was in foul territory. Swings to the first pitch he sees, pops it up. Right side of the field again. Right fielder will reel it in and find it. Second time today that he has put out Swan.
Yeah, good job by Brody out there to shield that from that sun out there and play it excellent out there to get the second out of the inning.
So 2 away now, and this will bring up the left fielder Loper to the plate. He started the second inning with a fly ball out to center field on the first pitch he saw. And that's kind of just been, I guess you say, the scouting report of Southwest so far in this game. They see it, they think they can hit it, they're going to swing the bat. That pitch just missing outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Hear the wind picking up.
Yeah, you can
now.
hear that wind picking up out there. He's going to square the bunt. He's going to take a strike right there. He pulled back on it, so it gives him a strike.
Kind of what Hayes tried to do to start the third, except he didn't pull back. The ball kind of ran back into the bat, and he got tossed out 2-3. So now the count goes 1-1 after that strike call. 1-1 pitch. Outside, missing 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, couldn't get him to go after that one and chase it. Good eye on the part right there of Loper.
They're moving to the middle of the 6th. Southwest up 7-6 in softball over the Indians down in Summit. 2-1 pitch. This one's lifted Center fielder tracking over, left fielder calling him off. Now the center fielder says, nope, that's mine. I want to take it. And another 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the fourth. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Number 27, Will Cavanis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC leading this one 2-1 over Southwest, as it'll be Will Cavanis to start us off here. Listen to that first pitch high for a ball. So for ICC, that means it's a 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Cavanis, Howell, and Cummings.
Yeah, Cavanis had that sack bunt, his last attempt there, where Gunn was able to move over to third base there, which was an excellent play there by Gunn, who was at first. So good sack bunt on Cavanis' first at bat.
Yeah, very rarely do you see a sack bunt move a player from first to third. As that pitch in there for a strike. It was one of those that really caught Southwest by surprise. The third baseman and pitcher both made a play on the ball, nobody covering third, so it was a heads-up play by Gunn to end over at third. This ball is hit, flow out to left field, who will drift back, and nearly came back in on him, but he was able to make the play for out number one.
Yeah, just kind of flew it right out there to center. He didn't have to move a ton out there, but again, that wind playing tricks on him.
Yeah, it's one of those that as the ball started its path down, it kind of shifted on him, and luckily he was able to kind of move out of the way and still make the play. If not, that one might have possibly hit him in the face. So this will be Jack Howell at the plate. Takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
And Newman doing a good job again himself there of throwing strikes, ensuring that he keeps his team in this game with just a 2-1 lead ICC has, as that's strike two. So quickly down 0-2, Jack Howell is, but Newman as well doing a good job. You kind of got a pitching duel going right now. You know, both teams are swinging the bats, but not getting a lot of hits.
Howell pops that one up to the left side. And the outfielder will camp underneath it for out number two. So quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Coming up to bat for the Indians, number 6, Jack Cummings.
Pitch number 56 by Newman. So neither one of these pitchers have really thrown very many pitches today. Now this will be Jack Cummings, who walked and was left stranded. He shows bunt, pulls back and takes it for a strike. And Brad, right now, Newman's like, hey, I'm filling up the zone. Y'all do something with it.
I mean, looking at it on both sides, really. I mean, like I say, Solomon Smith's having a good day out there so far. That one gets behind the catcher back there, no one on base, because he had a 3-up, 3-down inning his last inning out there. And then before that, he's had 2 3-up, 3-down innings, Solomon Smith has. So right now, again, you're looking at a pitching duel. That's going to be strike 2 right there. Good breaking pitch. It catches the corner. But Itawamba's got 3 hits to Southwest 2.
1-2 now is the count. 2 outs, nobody on here. Cummings is going to have to protect the dish here. 1-2 pitch.
Good breaking ball and good pitch.
Good hit. Yep.
Yeah, he hit that right through the 6 hole. He turned on that. That breaking pitch hung up there too long. It's kind of up in his eyes right there, but a good job of hitting right there by Cummings, able to turn on that.
Coming up to bat for the Indians, number 24,
so his first hit of the day.
Pickens.
And now this will bring Tyler Pickens to the plate here for the Indians. So now the Indians, see if they can spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here. Pickens struck out looking in his last at bat. Takes a healthy swing and a miss there for strike one.
Yeah, way off on that breaking pitch right there. Tyler Pickens had him fooled tremendously. I think he was expecting fastball and got that breaking ball right there, and so just couldn't catch up with it. The second one there fouled out into the parking lot, I believe.
Yep, 0-2 now is the count, so Pickens is going to have to guard the dish here. Kind of what he did last at bat, kind of just fell behind quickly and just looked at the next pitch go by him. 0-2. Not a bad spot to miss there. 1-2 now is the count.
No, not a bad pitch at all right there. Couldn't get him to lunge after it. He had earlier with some other batters, but had not. Tyler Pickens, with patience right there, did not lunge at that one, so ball one.
It's a grounder up the middle. Shortstop gets it. Will easily toss it to second for the out. And so the Indians get a 2-out hit, but can't get anything started with it. We've played 4 here in Fulton. 2-1, ICC with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Hey, guys, get Little Caesars Pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. ICC leading it 2-1 here over the Bears of Southwest conference play. So that means game 1 scheduled for 9 innings here. You see Smith taking his final warm-up toss. And Brad, he has pitched pretty well so far. He's given up 2 hits. That was back in the first inning. He has hit 1 batter. He struck out 2, but his defense has been solid behind him.
Yeah, he's done a good job thus far. And this, like I say, and you mentioned it earlier, of course, we've got to get through this inning. But, you know, if you can get 5 out of your starter here in a 9-inning game, you're doing good. And with the number of pitches, again, I'm just speaking off terms as of right now as it stands. We've got to get through this inning first. You know, you could definitely be looking at him coming back for inning number 6.
This is Simmons, the second baseman, to start things off here. That pitch missing somewhere for a ball.
Yeah.
Simmons, Wixon, and Haynes scheduled up here for the Bears in the top of the 5th inning.
Simmons was the victim of a K, his first at bat earlier in the game. That one's inside, definitely. It's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, nearly hit him with that one. 44 pitches on the day for Smith. So as we said, the pitch count, not really an issue for either team.
No, it's not, definitely. Again, you've had quick innings. Both squads coming in swinging the bat, as we talked about, coming in early, and they're not wasting any time seeing a lot of pitches. That's going to be strike 1. But the other flip of that is you've got pitchers out there who are throwing strikes at them.
Yeah, that's the big thing right there. Just fill up the zone, trust your defense, and that has worked so far for Smith. So now the count goes 2-1. Grounder, left side. Third baseman comes over. Butler throws it over.
Got a dig.
Beautiful dig.
Wow. What a dig over there by Cavanis. I mean, it was a heck of a play by Butler. Anyway, it'd go to his left, and if he can get that ball, you'd like for him to get it because he's going. It's easier on him to make that throw because short, their natural motion is going to be going the opposite direction. So Kent would have had to, make that jump throw, if you want to call it that, as I call it, that Derek Jeter throw over at short. And it's a natural progression if Butler can get to it to take that ball. He was able to get it, but there again, had to make a quick throw. Just had a good first baseman over in Cavanis to make the dig, get the out.
That pitch in there for a strike as this is Wixon, the catcher, at the plate, batting in the 8th spot here for the Bears.
Yeah, Wixon grounded out to shortstop, his first at bat. That one's going to be popped up here in the infield. Looks like Cavanis is under that one and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
So 2 away now. And Brad, as you mentioned, this is – I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not jinxing this.
There you go. Just don't say the word.
But you know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking. This was just the reason why I say don't say it.
I'm going to stop halfway between there.
Please do.
And if anybody's wondering what I'm talking about at home, then don't even think about it either.
No, don't think about it. No one needs to think about it. Aiden doesn't even need to be thinking about it. I know he is down there, and I know he's already thinking about it, and he doesn't need to.
Yeah, so if he's thinking about it, then we're in trouble.
We are thinking. He is, and we are in trouble. He's thinking about it, so you just said he was.
So 2 outs now. Haynes at the plate. He was a victim of a unique play. He showed bunt, and the ball ran in on him, and it was a bunt fair ball. He kind of thought it was foul. ICC was able to get the 2-3 put out for the first out of the 3rd.
Yeah, strike 1 to him there. So Solomon did it again. This time he pulled back, though, for ball 1. 1-1 count.
That one looked pretty good for a strike, but might have been one of those situations when the bat being pulled back might have kind of blocked the view of the home plate umpire. But it is a 1-1 count now here on Haynes. He's playing in center field. He's had a pretty busy day defensively. Ground ball. Third baseman gets it. Throw over is in time. 5-3 for another 3-up, 3-down inning. And Will Cavanis ties a world record for the most putouts in an inning with 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, the sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Upset!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC still up in this one 2-1. As we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup here for the Indians. It'll be the 1-2-3 batters, Thompson, Graham, and Kent, scheduled up here for ICC. That first pitch runs high for a ball.
Yeah, Brody singled his last at bat had an RBI single, so I think he hit, if I'm not mistaken, this is when he hit through the 6 hole right there and got a drove a run in there. So that's strike 1 right there, 1-1 count on him. Wind kind of died down a little out there right now, but I wouldn't expect it to last too long.
Yeah, I think it's blowing above the trees, or above the flag, I should say, because the camera still shaking a little bit up there on top of the press box.
Okay.
So you can kind of look at the pine trees out there in left field, and See that wind really cutting up, and now the flag's like, oh, you're talking about me? I'll wave.
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
That pitch missing low and outside. 3-1 now is the count.
3-1 count here.
This is Thompson.
Oop.
And that one runs inside. Got enough of the zone for a strike. And also enough to kind of fire up a few of the ICC faithful below us. Seating in the sun a premium today.
Absolutely.
As this one popped up, and the right fielder jogs in again, and will squeeze it for out number 1.
Yeah, good play out there again. I know you're like, well, that's a can of corn. Anybody ought to be making those plays. Yeah, but it's tricky out there today. The wind's blowing again, as we talk about. And of course, you got about that in the sun, and so anything hitting the air out there in the outfield today is a good play to make that catch.
So this will be Cannon Graham coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single, was left stranded back in the first, flew out to center to end the second. 1 out, nobody on here for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking pitch, just missing outside. Nice frame job, but couldn't get the umpire to bite on that one. 1-0 is the count here to the second baseman, Graham.
Yeah, couldn't sneak it in the back door. Tried to, but couldn't get into the back door. Yeah, got him, man.
That one in there for a strike, whether it be the check swing or the actual location of the pitch. 1-1 now is the count. Well, if he can get something to right field, the wind can help him out here. And instead, he's going to blister one down the line, but it's going to go foul, and now the count is 1-2. Well, Southwest they brought their bats today in softball. It's the bottom of the 6th, and they're up 12-6 now down there in game 1.
Ooh.
This one hit to the right side. Right fielder will get over, and as soon as I said that, the wind died. So if he would have done that about 5 minutes ago, it might have helped carry it a little bit. But instead, now there's 2 outs.
He hit it solid, just right at him.
Coming up to bat for the Indians, number 9.
So second time that the Indians have flown out to right here in the bottom of the 5th, and this will bring up Reed Kent. Kent 0 for 2 with a strikeout in his last at bat. Matter of fact, struck out looking. So 2 away and nobody on. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Brad, that eagle is flying around out there in center field. It's probably mad because if it's been gone for a few days, its nest that's normally been in the lights of the football field is no longer there.
Very true.
Replacing the lights out there at football, and he's just floating around out there right now.
Looking.
So that pitch
hit
him.
So that puts, with 2 outs there, puts a runner on for ICC. Going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Madden Butler.
Brad, the Indians have done that the last few innings.
17,
put a runner on, or last 2 innings, I should say. Put a runner on with 2 outs, but just can't get anything going. So now this will be Madden Butler coming to the dish. We're at the bottom of the 5th. There's 2 outs and a runner at first. Ball in the dirt. 1-0 is the count. Got to be careful here. Butler's the type of player that has the strength to battle through this wind to really change the complexity of this game with 1 swing of the bat.
Not hit off the end of the bat.
Bobbled for a second. Butler finds the extra gear, and then the ball's going to get away, so he'll reach on an error, and the runner will head to third.
Yeah, that's going to be an E4 right there. Like I say, it was hit off the end of the bat. I mean, you could even hear it when it hit off the end of the bat. And Butler hustling down the first base line there, and again kind of put the pressure on the second baseman there, and he was able to gain composure back and just couldn't get the throw there. When he did, it went high and it got over the first baseman. So E4 and ICC now first and third situation with Craig Gunn up.
Second error of the game for Southwest, 1 for ICC. Now runners on the corners. Boy, if the Indians get a 2-out hit here to be huge. Gunn fouls this one back for strike 1. Gunn reached on a fielder's choice and was caught stealing to end the 3rd. He walked and scored a run back in the 2nd. He's got an 0-1 count here. Indians up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th.
Ooh.
Big swing and a miss. Runner's going to go.
Trying to get caught in a rundown, and Butler was, or giving them the opportunity to throw it down so you could get the run in, and Southwest not biting.
Yeah, so they didn't bite on it. Kind of like when I go fishing at the house, nothing biting. 0-2 now is the count, 2 outs. Both runners now in scoring position here for the Indians.
Ooh.
And got him looking at strike 3 up in the zone that time, and a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Newman. I've got that as his 4th on the day. So the Indians once again get runners in scoring position, but can't get anything going. We've played 5 here in game 1. 2-1 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Smith still on the hill here for the Indians as we move now to the top of the 6th inning. ICC had an opportunity to tack on one of those insurance runs being brought to you by your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland, here in Fulton, but Brad just can't come up with that timely 2-out hit. But what it was a timely Renaissance Bank strikeout on the part of Newman.
Yeah, it definitely was. And again, you know, it's been a pitcher's duel, and Solomon Smith back out on the mound here for inning number 6 for the Indians. This is what you want out of your game 1 starter. You can get this deep right here with him and get another inning. Of course, they do have some activity in the bullpen, but that's just to be ready to go just in case. But Solomon Smith having a good day on the mound thus far as they squares to bunt, and that goes foul, trying to drop that down there and catch the third baseman back. Drag bunt right there, was unable to get it down there. I hate to say this, Adam, but no one will be watching us at this point anymore.
Okay, why is that? Because Notre Dame and North Carolina are tied?
No, they're not. It's
okay.
Because the Pittsburgh Pirates have now started their game at New York with the Mets, and they are in the middle of the first, so they're all tuned into that game.
Rightfully so. 0-1 is the count here. This one fouled off. It'll go 0-2 now as this is Tanner Moore. So the 1-2-3 batters due up here for Southwest. Are we looking for our first win of the year? Or the Pirates? I can't remember what we did.
Yeah, the Pirates, well, I can tell you in a minute. Yes, Pirates are 0-1, and the Mets are 1-0.
So we did not play that second game then. So I thought we had played a second one already. So 0-2 is the count.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. No, they're going to say he did not go.
Well, now he called that on one of ours a while ago.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't even check first on that one.
Yeah,
but
say.
I'm just going to say that.
Hoping turnabout to be fair play in that one, but it does not, since the pitch now goes 1-2.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a rough outing there. Skeens with his opening day pitching duel there, and he was out before the first inning even got done.
2 1/3, 5 runs. They just want to humble him for the rest of the year. Let everybody know, hey, he's human, and he's going to bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here as Moore starting us off.
Reached out and got that one grounded to short. Reed Kent comes up with it, makes a play. Out number 1.
6-3 for those of you that might be scoring at home. And now here comes Hidalgo to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a solo home run back in the first inning. He was hit by a pitch, advanced on an error, but was left stranded in scoring position back in the third.
Well, you mentioned them and you jinxed them. It is a final. North Carolina beat Notre Dame 6-5.
I need a replay of that to make sure nobody cheated.
That's something, I don't know. Like I said, Notre Dame had the lead there. And then, of course, the Tar Heels are ranked 13th, and the Irish are 23rd. That one's going to be chopped to Butler. Whoa, wicked hop there. All you could do is just do what he did, but that was a wicked hop right there, the way that ball bounced down in there. So I'd give that a hit.
Yeah, I got to give that a hit in that situation. So the second hit of the day for Hidalgo. So a runner on first with one out now, and now the Bears trying to see if they can battle back in this one as they trail it 2-1. This is, I always try to say Domino, but that's not right. DeMeo, no. Dominio. We apologize because we're probably saying it wrong no matter which way we say it. He is
Damiano,
I
think.
He is 1 for 2 on the day with a double.
We need to ask Aiden. Aiden knows.
Well, Aiden, get on the PA system. Just ask him real quick how to say it during his at-bat.
Checked him at first. He got back easily there, slid in again. That is Hidalgo at first. And I think I mentioned earlier in the game, of course, all these stolen bases that Southwest has. And Hidalgo, it does have 15 on the season coming into today. So he's one of the leaders out there. Not the leader, obviously, which is Tanner Moore, who has 26.
So it sounds like they're pretty much a threat to run on anybody 1 through 9. Fly ball, center fielder will track over and squeeze it for the out. 2 away.
And
so now this will bring Hokamp to the plate. The DH batting in the 4th spot. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Top of the 5th, Bulldogs leading the Rebels 3-0 in Oxford. Game 2 of that series. Auburn, Alabama played later tonight, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Alabama took game 1 of that series yesterday.
Of course, former ICC Indian Butch Thompson, the head coach over there at Auburn, had a chance to visit with him whenever he came to our leadoff banquet.
Always good to have Coach Thompson back. Very, very good guy, and enjoy him. He's a local guy, originally from Monroe County. And so Mississippi boys doing some good things. Played for Coach Cressup here, and so always good to have Coach Thompson back.
Snap throw back behind the runner.
Not a bad job there by Jack Cummings right there. I like that. That's when you're a catcher like that, you've got to have confidence in your throws to be able to pop up and make those throws right there. And you've got to have that confidence, and I like that from Jack. You're not going to get them every time, but you're going to hold the runners at bay a little more closely right there when they know, hey, he's going to pop up and make this close. So I like that. Runner does go, pops up, throws down. Got him.
And the Indians may have caught a break as well. It's like he got underneath the tag, but 2-6 on the putout. We saw the same thing with Gunn earlier, but was called out there. Great job by Jack to get us out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. ICC still leading at 2-1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 6th inning, ICC up 2-1 here over Southwest. As Will Cavanis starts us off here, takes that first pitch for a strike.
Still got Matt Newman in here in the bottom of the 6th for Southwest, throwing a good game as well. Again, battle right there. That one's going to be smoked out in the
That's
gap.
trouble.
That's going to get down for a hit. That should be a double right there. Leadoff double for Etowamba, trying to add to that 2-1 lead. And what a better way to do it than start the inning off with a double.
Yeah, big time hit there, first of the game for Cavanis.
Number 22,
So now he'll move into
Jack
scoring position
Howell.
here. And Jack Howell will be up at the plate. Jack reached on an error, scored after stealing a base. And that might be it here. So we're going to have a slow stroll on the mound here for Southwest. We'll see if they decide to pull the trigger and make a call to the bullpen. They do have someone warming up down there. But, Brad, a great way for the Indians to start the inning there, trying to pick up one of those Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you want it. Obviously, you start out with a double. I mean, you couldn't have a better start besides hitting a home run or a triple. But otherwise, yes, you got a runner in scoring position. You don't even have to worry. You technically don't unless you're going to try to bunt him to third. But I'm not in that position at this point if I'm Coach Lott. But you got a runner in scoring position at second already with no outs. And so, you're kind of in the driver's seat here with Jack Howell, who can put something in play, especially if he can get it to the now he's a left-handed batter. If he can pull something, and that's what you're looking for with Howell. Anything you can, if you can pull it, especially on the ground, you want it pulled out there or in the air out there toward right or toward first or second. That should move your runner up to third easily.
So Howell will dig in with no outs. He shows bunt. That pitch is on the outer edge for a strike. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update, and I'm surprised by this one, folks. Not that it turned out the way it is, just the amount of runs scored in the game. 12-6, Southwest rallies to pick up the Game 1 win there in softball down at Summit. And they're going to look the runner back to second. Throw back without an issue there.
Southwest, of course, again, no outs, worried about that. Obviously, runner at second, they don't want that run in. That's going to put them down too. So anything they can do to keep that runner at second, they're going to try to do if possible.
Now they spin the defense around. This one's going to be popped up to the left field. Left fielder will camp underneath it and squeeze it for the out.
Not what you wanted right there.
Yeah, I would say just unfortunate there for the Indians.
Southwest was playing the bunt, what they were doing. They were playing the bunt, thinking that Howell may lay that bunt down again. I'm with Coach Lott on not bunting right there, but
Jack Cummings.
Again, situational hitting, and you want Howell pulling that ball to the right side if he's hitting. Even if it is going to be a fly out or anything like that, you want Howell hitting it to the right side. Now it's a different story with one out.
So one away, and this will be Jack Cummings coming to the plate. Runner at second, that pitch in there for strike. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, Cummings had a good clean single in the 6-hole. His last at bat, lined that one through the 6-hole there, so excellent job there. We'd love to have that happen again. Yes, he did.
And he didn't check his swing there, so now the count goes 0-2 here to Cummings. Starting to approach that 90 pitch mark here for Newman.
Yeah, he may not, if he gets through this one, he may not see another one.
And there's strike three. Got him looking, froze him on a beautiful breaking pitch there.
Well, I'll say this, he's called it all day.
Up to bat for the Indians.
For both sides.
Number 24, Tyler
Fifth
Pickett.
Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And you said it, Brad. ICC, out of the 5 strikeouts, 4 have been looking. And if you strike out 5 times, you at least want a majority of those to be swinging in those situations.
So another mound visit right there for Southwest. Catcher went out and had a conversation.
So now this will be Pickens as a plate. He's 0 for 2. Struck out looking and grounded out to short. That was to end the 4th. So the Indians looking for another timely 2-out hit here, something they haven't been able to come up with all afternoon here in game one.
He'd love Pickens to get something down out in the outfield out there, as that's going to be ball one, which would potentially score Will Cavanis there at second. So love to get something down, at least get one more run on the board here in this bottom of the sixth inning.
Outfield playing him straight away. Wind blowing from left to right. Breaking pitch on that outer edge. 1-1 now is the count.
Anything crossing right there, whether it's a cutter or whether it's a slider or whatever, anything crossing that looks like it's going to be outside but it's just catching that outer part of that plate, he's calling a strike for both squads.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. Big swing and a miss there. Now the count goes 1-2.
Well, you almost have to swing at it, or you do now especially, but I'm not going to say you had to swing at it then. You may want to wait till that strike two is called on you and see maybe if he calls that a ball, but he's calling that a strike, and now you've definitely got to swing at it if you get another sweeping pitch coming in there, and that's why the catcher's setting up outside right now.
So the 1-2 pitch.
Wow.
Just missing outside.
I think all of us here, from what he's been calling all day, including Newman, thought that one was going to be called.
I think if the the catcher wasn't set up as far outside, probably would have got it.
Right.
So now the count goes 2-2 here. Newman trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Indians looking for a two-out hit. Swing and a miss for strike three. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout, 6 on the afternoon for Newman. Speaking of 6, that's how many we played here in Fulton. 2-1 ICC with the lead. We'll take a break and be back to the top of the 7th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. ICC still leading this one 2-1, and quite the pitcher's duel. Brad, something that we have not really seen all season here in Fulton is just 2 stellar performances from pitchers from either team.
No, and that's what we talked about was Solomon Smith's pitch count here in between going into the top of the 7th, and that's something we haven't seen definitely is a low pitch count going into the 7th where, he technically, Adam, again, throwing, if he throws a good inning here and keeps that pitch count low, we could go another inning with Solomon.
So top of the 7th, 2-1 ICC with the lead. This is Hokamp starting off here for Southwest, and that first pitch high for a ball.
Part of it's about throwing strikes, and I'm not saying that because that was a ball right there, but again, a lot of strikes being thrown by both pitchers today. Again, I will say the strike zone is a little wider out there sometimes than normal from what we think, but again, he's working at both sides. So, again, that's kudos to the pitching staff for both squads there to be able to come out and have this type of game. Again, you're looking at 5 hits for Etowah versus 2 for Southwest.
1-1 now is the count. That last pitch called a strike. Smith still on the hill here.
Good pitch.
This one popped up, and the first baseman calling
He
everyone
lost
off.
it.
Now nobody sees it. Now somehow the third baseman. Good grief. That's what we talk about the wind.
Yeah.
It started over there towards first base. First baseman lost it, and then the wind pulled it all the way back into the third baseman, almost back towards home plate.
Cavanis is, he's thankful on that one because he did. He looked up finally. He said, "I've lost it." It was in the sun. He lost it in the sun, And so Butler had a beat on it and able to come in and make that play.
So now with one out, this will be Swan coming to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of flyouts to right field. Hammers this one, and my goodness, that one looked like my golf shot. Started off towards left field and ends up in center. Quite the slice on that one.
Yeah, he turned on that pitch right there, but again, not going to get in. It's going to be difficult, which there has been one home run hit today in this game, but you're not going to see a lot of long balls in this game right now with this wind blowing as it is.
Yeah, that one started off more towards left than left center. You just saw the ball kind of curving. Typically ends up in the woods if that's my golf ball. So 2 away now, and this is going to be Loper at the plate.
Good pitch.
Pitch on that outer edge for strike one.
Again, go back to the key right there, Adam, is strikes. And Solomon Smith has done an excellent job of being ahead in the count, throwing those first pitch strikes and, getting those first pitch swings, whether it be fouled off or fly balls or whatever, and then he throws that one in the turf while I'm talking about him. But, again, good job by Smith right there today so far on the mound to make sure that he's throwing way under more strikes than balls.
1-1 is the count. Loper is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of fly balls out to center field. Smith getting set to deliver the 1-1 offering here. Grounder.
Chopped it.
Third baseman bangs him up a little bit, bounces off his chest, able to reel that one in and get the out. So a 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Bears, as ICC will take a 2-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC still up in this one.
Coming up to bat for the
2-1.
Number 4,
As
Brody
it will be
Thompson.
the 1-2-3 batters up here for the Indians. Brody Thompson, Cannon Graham, and Reed Kent. And still on the hill here for the Bears is Newman. So both these coaches getting a quality start out of their starters today.
No doubt, as that's going to be strike one. State just went up 6-0 on Ole Miss there in Oxford. They hit a 3-run home run.
I think you just keep updating that one because Aiden's sitting over there.
I'm saying it out loud so Aiden hears me. That's a good breaking pitch right there that's fouled off. But top of the 6th down there in Oxford.
Yeah, it gets out of play. 0-2 now is the count here to Thompson. He had an RBI single back in the 2nd, struck out in the 1st, and flew out to right in the 5th.
In women's NCAA women's basketball in the tournament there, got Texas, as that one's going to be punched down the right field line. It's going to get out of play, foul. Got Texas, number 1 Texas, over beating Kentucky 55-35 right now. Wow. And that's the end of the 3rd in that game.
Got my hopes up there for a second when you said UConn.
Well, I had a little boo-boo there.
Anytime UConn loses in women's basketball, it's a good day.
I don't think they're going to this year.
I don't think so either. That pitch high for a ball.
2-2 count. Or 1-2 count, excuse me.
1-2.
My bad.
This is Simmons at the plate, so 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for the Bears.
Couldn't
Or
get
no,
the
excuse
swing.
me, that is not Bears. That's Thompson at the plate.
It is. It's a 2-2 count now. Men's tournament picks back up tonight, if I'm not mistaken. You got Iowa and Illinois playing. You got Purdue, Arizona. Arizona's going to be tough to beat out of the men's tournament. Swung on chop foul, still stays alive there, 2-2.
I know my buddy Robbie Donahoe is a big Purdue guy, but I did pick Arizona to make it to the Final Four.
That's a safe pick.
You know, they say every year that Duke has won the national championship, they have beat St. John's, whether it be in the regular season or postseason, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second time Thompson goes down.
Yeah, Duke beat St. John, didn't they, yesterday?
And they said they beat him yesterday, so we'll see if that stays true to fact there.
Well, and Tennessee picked up a big win. The men there, they hung on. There's not many SEC teams left. Florida got put out, I guess it was by Iowa.
It was.
I think. And so now Tennessee picked up the big win to stay in it. So SEC still alive in the men's tournament, definitely on that end.
It's kind of funny because, Tennessee at the beginning of the year, everybody's talking about how's that pitch in there for a strike, how everybody thought, Tennessee's going to be able to team to beat this year, and then all of a sudden they disappear, and now postseason play, here they are.
Here they are. That's it. And making a strong run there are in the men's tournament. So as that one's going to be swung on down to second baseman fields it clean, throws it over to first, get the out. It's I was also seeing, of course, this is what got me seeing, great time of years we always talk about for sports, but saw Tiger Woods had another wreck the other day, yesterday, and he was also contemplating whether he was going to play in the Masters, which the Masters is coming up soon as well.
It is. That's always a fun time, and one of my favorite play-by-play guys, Mike Tirico, will be on the call as that pitch popped up, backing out of play. I believe he does the radio version of it. Actually, my buddy Kevin Maloney, who is the SID down at Jones, he worked the Masters last year.
Really?
He knew I was a big Mike Tirico fan, so I have a Masters flag signed by Mike Tirico that says "Go Irish" in my office.
I love that.
Of course,
fouled
Kevin,
off.
Yeah, Kevin said Tirico kind of was like, really? He wants me to put "Go Irish" on there? And Kevin goes, this guy was a season ticket holder that lived almost 10 hours away. And Tirico was like, oh, yeah, we'll put "Go Irish."
We'll put "Go Irish," yeah. Well, I bet that was an experience to be able to work the Masters on.
0-2 is the count here to Reed Kent. That pitch high for a ball. Yeah, it's amazing as the security, things like that. Kevin says that you can't even have your cell phone out in any of the media type areas. So, it's like Kevin said, it's actually kind of refreshing, to be honest with you.
Sure, I can imagine.
1-2 pitch, grounder up the middle. Shortstop's going to have a tough play here. Bobbles it, going to have to hurry, and it's smart to not throw that one there.
Yeah, he eats it. That's going to be a hit right there. But good play right there by the shortstop, but ate that throw, needed to. Kent's got speed, plus he's coming out the left side of the box
Number
there.
17,
So good single right there. 2-out single for the Indians, bringing up Butler.
Yeah, had he tried to throw from that angle, if it gets away, it's going to hit and run away from the first baseman. And a speed like Kent, he probably would have ended up at third on an error. But now this is going to bring Madden Butler, who reached on an error, stole the base his last time up. This is that first pitch high for a ball.
Newman's still on the mound here for Southwest. I don't know where he's at.
He's at 108 pitches.
108. So I'm going to say, and I may be wrong, but I'm going to say this is his last inning of work.
This one ripped by Butler. Left fielder's not going to be able to get to it. It's off the top of the wall. They're going to ask Kent to score from first. The throw is in time.
Got him. He called him safe.
Oh, wow.
Your field umpire was out here. Third base, home plate umpire was at third. So we did not have an umpire over the plate right here to make the call. Home plate umpire was at third. Left third base umpire was at second. First base umpire was over here on the right side, over here at first. And so he was on the infield out here on the grass. That was his call.
And Brad, if this stays the way it is, Southwest fans are not going to be happy at all in this situation. As you'll see the instant replay here, that was clearly in time. Unless he somehow got his hand.
I don't know how he was not out.
Yeah, that was. Let's go look at it one more time here. And looks like they're going to let this play stand. Man, I hate this for Southwest fans. Again, I'm going to look at it on the replay right here, and just the throw beat him. The tag was there. Yeah, if I'm Southwest coach, I give him everything and then some. But if you're the infield umpire, you've got to give him every ounce of grace that you can give him in this situation.
Yeah, that's a tough situation right there. And he had the best look at it, and it wasn't a good one. It's a missed call, and if you're Southwest, I can understand your frustration there.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I kind of hate to put that run on the board.
He's trying to. The umpire's doing a good job of allowing him to express his frustrations.
And now he had a little bit of extra to say.
Well, he didn't need to do that. Now he's told him to get off the field. He could have let him go right there.
And that's the thing, too. Like, the coach was walking away.
Yeah.
And the umpire had a little extra jab to say to him and pointed his finger at him. And so I would say that the umpire did a great job up till the end. But walk away. Go get on the base in this situation.
It's your job as an umpire to try to remove, if the situation is been extinguished, go on and get away from it.
Yeah, just walk away from it, let it in.
Don't get the last word in.
Yeah, because I will say, it was kudos on him to let the head coach say everything he wanted and then some in that situation. So ICC gets a gift there.
Was that a single or a double?
That was a
Butler?
double.
Okay.
As this pitch fouled off, out of play for strike one.
I was looking at the play at home, and I know Butler was able, because he's at third right now, folks, but Butler was able to give us a clean double is what it was, but he advanced.
Advanced to third on the throw.
So strike one there on Trey Gunn as he fouls that first pitch off. If you're Newman, you've got to shake this off and not allow that part to get in your head. Yes, the hit was a clean hit. I mean, it was off the wall. It was a line. It was a line missile out there that there's probably a few boards missing off that wall out there right now.
Not a big dent in it.
Yeah, and but that that's on you. But you can't that run in. That's if you're Newman, you just got to shake that the best you can and not put that in your head.
And that was also two pitches that you can tell Newman's rattled a little bit, that Wixon was able to keep in front of him and keep the runner from scoring from third. 2-1 now is the count here to Gunn. And that pitch missing outside. Now 3-1 is the count.
Yeah, 3-1. That one was one that he's had people lunging at all day, and it's kind of that sweep going across the plate there, and he's had some of our players lunging at it, but Trey Gunn had the patience, did not. 3-1 count. Is he going to chop that one foul?
So now they're going to go 3-2 here to Gunn.
And the Southwest is coming out to ask the home plate umpire something. Not certain, unless he's still asking about that play. He may still be asking about that play at home plate, Adam. I don't know.
Could be, yes.
So he may say, well, give me your take now that he's out there.
He'd be like, now what exactly did he say to me as I was walking away?
Oh, yeah, could be doing that, too.
Yeah, so.
Of course, now that umpire, the first one to first base, he's come in and he's still talking to – he's come in to talk to the Southwest coaches, I guess the assistant coaches.
Yeah, and again, hopefully he's just doing his due diligence over there, maybe saying, I want to apologize to your head coach. But, if that's the case, it's a highly emotional game. It was a bang-bang play that didn't go the way of Southwest, and they're continuing to talk this one over here. And again,
I don't really understand the timing of this, Adam. If that's what he's talking about, and I don't know what he's talking about.
Or maybe just trying to buy his warm-up guy some time, but they've been warming up for a while in this situation. And so now,
but even if he is complaining about that last word that the first base umpire got, and now that he's going to say something.
So now he's wanting to come in and.
Your home plate umpire today is really having to play the role of a principal.
It really has. It's been a tough day for the home plate umpire because earlier in the game we saw one of the most bizarre things ever. The infield umpires getting into it with each other to the point they were pointing fingers at each other's face. And the home plate umpire broke that one up between his own crew.
This is not.
Yeah, not sure what the. And of course, we don't have an Andy Kirk that can go down there on the sideline and find out what's up.
Yeah, I know it.
And smart on the part of Newman to take some warm-up tosses here.
They should be having this conversation in between innings, Adam, in my opinion. unless there's something that's totally off here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not certain either now.
I mean, because you've got a 3-2 count here. Of course, I don't really understand the timing of the Southwest coach at that time to come out, again, unless it was something to do with what was currently happening.
Yeah.
If it was what had happened, you come out in between innings. I mean, you've made it to 3-2 with 2 outs.
And it may have been, he brought his tablet out just then, so it may have been a question about the count.
It may have been. I don't know.
So now the count is full in this situation with Trey Gunn. He is 0 for 2 with the walk. He did reach on a fielder's choice, but was caught stealing. So waiting this 3-2 offering here. As ball 4 gets away, the runner will not try to advance in that situation. Second time today, Gunn has thrown a walk.
Trey Gunn is going ahead, and he's going to try to draw the throw. Doesn't. Knows that they're not going to throw it. And so he goes on over and takes second. So you now have runners at second, third. So instead of having that first and third situation, now you got that second and third because Gunn went ahead and took second, trying to draw a throw or at least get him in a rundown. He didn't, and you're going to get the pitching change now.
Yeah, I would say, well, it looks like we're going to have that call to the bullpen as they're taking that slow stroll to the mound here. So we'll have a Guaranteed Bank call to the bullpen. When we come back, we'll tell you who the new pitcher is right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. And the real I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get a number on the new pitcher here for, it's going to be number 20 into pitch here. Brad, tell us real quick who the new pitcher is.
It is Camp Segrist, if I'm saying that correctly. He's a right-handed pitcher out of Madison. Looks like he's a sophomore. And so Camp comes into the day. I don't have his, we'll have it here in a minute. If you'll give me just a second. Yes. Only has 1 appearance on the year. Does have a save to his credit. Only thrown 2 innings. So not a lot of work. He does have 1 K, but that's what Camp has coming into the game.
We'll take another break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A very bizarre bottom of the 7th inning, but ICC catches a break and adds a run after what looked to be a bang-bang play at the plate that got the runner out. The umpire called him safe, and ICC's taking advantage. It was a walk to Gunn. He stole second. So now ICC with runners at second and third with 2 outs here. Segrist at the plate. He'll be greeted by Will Cavness. Ball gets away, and they're going to try to score it at home, and they will not. This time they do get him. And Karma may be on that play there as the runner caught out trying to score on the play. But the Indians do add 1 more, a controversial run. And the bottom of the 7th, we'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 8th inning. ICC up 3-1. Smith staying on the hill here. Brad, we talked about before the game, if you get him to go 5, it's a good day. Well, as of right now, he's gone 7.
Yeah, it's a real good day right there. You haven't even had to go to your bullpen yet. If you're at Etowamba, which is big, you do have another 7-inning game, conference game here following this one with Southwest. So huge to save your arms for that second game here. So far, kudos to Solomon Smith.
That pitch going to miss low for a ball. This is the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Simmons, Wixon, and Haynes due up for the Bears here in the top of the 8th inning.
If you can get through this 8th with him here, somebody potentially, if you wanted to, if they need to, somebody might come in for a save opportunity in the ninth.
That pitch right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
But if he's doing that right there, there's no reason to bring somebody else in.
Yeah, he's only at 70 pitches.
He could go a complete. I mean, again, you get a quick inning here, you definitely could be looking at a complete game for Solomon Smith, which would be huge. Got a strike right there.
Say ticked it, missed it, strike 2. Well, you look back, the Bears were very aggressive early on as they chased a lot of first pitches. And so that was a key to it as well, to be able to help Smith get this deep into the contest.
Yeah, no doubt. And it was for both, to be honest with you, for both pitchers. Newman as well for who was the starting pitcher, got a strike right there, Big K right there. Newman as well for Southwest, because ICC was going over there just as aggressive I guess we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Pinch hitting for the Bears.
Looks like that's going to be the situation. That's the second time today that Simmons has went down looking at strike 3. I've got that as the 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Smith.
This looks like Landon French coming in to pinch hit for Walter Wixon.
So French will come in to hit here. Imagine he'll move, or someone else will move to catcher after this, as he's batting for Wixon, who was 0 for 2 coming into this one. So French getting his first AB of the day with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, if you're Southwest, you're needing runners right now. You need base runners. ICC with the 3-1 lead, 2 runs up. So anything you can do to put runners on base, for Southwest, that is, because time's running out. You're here in the 8th and you've only got 5 outs left.
So that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. French at the plate for the first time today.
Good pitch.
Listen to that pitch, and just missing low.
Never mind.
2-0 now is the count.
It was not a good pitch. I was just kidding, Aiden.
Well, you thought it was a good effort.
I did. It was a great effort. Valiant effort there by Solomon Smith.
So 2-0 now is the count.
So where's the bunt?
Pulls back, and it seems like that's what they do. When they get a 2-0 count, they're going to put the bat up there, show bunt, maybe make the pitcher think a little bit too much. And
well, it tries to, I don't know. I mean, some people may say it tries to throw them off a little bit and draw ball 3 there, but, when they square all of a sudden. But I don't expect him to be swinging here.
So 3-0 is the count. Imagine the red light to be on here for French. It was taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. I don't know right now if you're down 2 runs, if you don't go ahead and take right here.
Not a bad idea. Smith hasn't – I can't remember the last time he worked. I mean, he has. I'm not going to say he hasn't, but worked to a count like this. So it wouldn't be bad to take a pitch.
3-1 pitch. That one finds the edge for a strike. And you said it, Brad, earlier. The umpire has consistently called that outer edge for strikes for both pitchers today. And so a nice job by Smith battling back to make the count go 3-2.
Yeah, and you got to know that. Again, I know we got a pinch hitter up there, but you should have studied that while you're over there, and you definitely need to know it right now.
3-2 pitch on its way, and it's going to be fouled off. Ooh, off that inner part of the ankle area.
He does have a guard on that front foot.
Yeah,
so.
Looked like it might have hit everything or hit in the area only where the guard was not at. Good job by the umpire to go out there and talk to him for a minute, give him a chance to shake that off. He'll dig back in with a 3-2 pitch. So there's one out here in the top of the 8th inning. Counts full here to French, getting his first at bat of the game here. Awaiting the 3-2 pitch here from Smith. And there's strike 3. Great job there by Smith coming back to get the strikeout. First time today, back-to-back strikeouts for Smith. That is his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day.
Yeah, that was huge. That's going to bring up your number 9 spot there with Haynes, who is 0 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, had that awkward where he showed bunt. The ball kind of ran in on him, and he bunted it forward, was pushed out 2-3, and then grounded out 5-3 on a great play by Butler over at third.
Good pitch. Started him off with a breaking pitch there, and it just drifted over the plate. So Haynes was taking that all the way. So good job right there by Solomon to come back and get strike 1 right there early.
So 0-1 is the count. That one just missing outside.
Almost drew a swing out from Haynes there. He kind of lunged a little bit, but was able to pull back and hold back and keep that bat from going around. Ball 1.
So 1-1 now is the count with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the 8th of game 1. Hard hit ball. Yep. That's going to drop for a base hit. Nice at bat there. And that's going to go for a single.
Yeah, go for a single. That's a clean single out there. Good line shot out there. That goes back to the top of the lineup.
That'll be Tanner Moore coming up, who is 0 for 3 on the day. 2 outs. We'll see how aggressive the Bears are. They were thrown out trying to steal once today. That was Hidalgo, who will be on deck.
Haynes on the year also has 14 stolen bases, so you got to be aware of that. Although that run does not tie it up,
right.
but we are here in the just in the 8th. So Southwest does have another at bat after this.
So this is Moore at the dish. That pitch runs inside, nearly hits him. Ball 1. Well, now you're starting to see maybe the pitch count build up a little bit. That's about 83 pitches from Smith, and he's starting to, not saying get wild, but lose a little bit of that control.
Yeah, you got 2 outs, here, and, you got to go back to throwing it over the plate, allowing your defense to try to make some plays behind you there and help you out as he got him right there with the pitch, inner part of the plate there, kind of up in his eyes a little bit. And I say up in his eyes, it really wasn't up that high, but it was a higher pitch that he knew he wanted to cut down on. So strike 1 count there. So good job Solomon coming back. We'll see if they're going to get any movement out of Haynes over there at first.
1-1 is the count. 2 outs and a runner at first here for the Bears. They trail it 3-1. They do toss it over to first. No tag applied. So the count will stay 1-1. Yeah, Moore saw tie ball game on that last swing as he took a healthy chop at it but came up empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Indians looking for the exit. Bears trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 8th.
Moore does have 1 long ball on the year.
Runner
There
goes. Little hit and run. This is trouble if it stays fair,
That's
but
foul.
it's foul.
My goodness. That would have been his 2nd home run of the year and would have tied the game.
Yeah, he tattooed that one, but just ahead of it. As they're trying to get the little hit and run on, that would have been a clutch hit and run had it not been pulled foul.
Yeah, long strike. You got to keep that in mind if you're Solomon Smith. Got 2 strikes on him. It's a 1-2 count. Try to get him to chase something right here, if possible. Get this 3rd out.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first. They just put him in motion on the previous pitch. And they're going to snap over to first. Try to keep him a little bit more honest over there at first base. They did apply the tag that time, but it was not in time.
Well, if they're thinking, Smith's going to throw a breaking pitch here, you may put Haynes in motion on this 2-strike count.
Once again, Indians looking for the exit here. 2 outs and a runner at first. 1-2 is the count.
They do.
This one drilled. Left fielder's not going to be able to get to it.
Foul.
As that one is foul. No, they're going to say fair ball.
Whoa.
The home plate umpire was down the line. Madden Butler was pointing foul. And now Coach Lott's going to come out. I don't know how that's a fair ball when it ends that far out. And so now the Bears, we talked about the break that ICC got earlier on what we thought was a thrown out play at home. Maybe karma coming back on the Indians on that one, as that's a 2-run home run. But Brad, I hate to put in question because we're obviously not down the line there, but where that ball landed on the rope that it was hit, it would have had to have gone over the foul pole or fair pole, whichever one you want to call it. And
well, I mean,
yeah, that's
obviously
just a tough call.
Yeah, they're saying that the ball crossed. Of course, it had that motion that it was going left.
Yeah.
The ball breaking left the whole way there, and just like the first one he hit out there.
New ball game.
New ball game, tied up 3-3.
So a 2-run home run off the bat of Moore. There's been a lot of questionable calls in this one. Is that pitch in there for a strike? But you got to play through it. At the end of the day, that's all that matters is finding that out. You had a chance with a 1-2 to get out of the inning, couldn't do so, and the Bears cash in.
Yeah, no doubt. You just got to get through it and, like you say, power through it here and get this last out. He's got strike 2 quickly. 2 strikes here on Hidalgo. But you got to get out of the inning here and get back to the dugout and focus on getting a run on the board before that top of the 9th.
Yeah, Hidalgo has been a tough out today. He's 2 for 2 and been hit by a pitch. Ground ball, and that's going to be they call that one foul. And that's a break for the Indians as a throw pulled him off the line. It may be one of those that Madden kind of just went through the motions more than anything just to carry through after making the play.
Yeah, if that's I mean, yeah, of course, again, I can say for Adam and I both, and even Aiden, our viewpoint as far as down the lines are not the best. We probably got a better view down the right field line than we do left field. So anything is going to be a little kind of off on us if we're looking at the foul pole down there or this third base line on our view. So that umpire down there, he was clearly down there on the third base side on the line behind it and called it foul.
So 0-2 stays the count. Pitch coming. That one missing low and inside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to Hidalgo.
Yeah, not a bad pitch right there either. So that was a good pitch by Solomon. Just couldn't get him to chase that.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. We're at the top of the 8th. It is a brand new ball game here. Indians once again trying to find the exit. Dangerous Hidalgo at the plate here for the Bears. And there's strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning, but not before the damage was done. A 2-run home run off the bat of Tanner Moore ties this up at 3 as we'll head to the bottom of the 8th and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of, planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now for the bottom of the 8th inning, a 2-run home run that was just fair down the line for Tanner Moore with 2 outs in the inning.
For the Indians,
has tied us up at 3-all here.
They got a new catcher in the game for Southwest. I can't see the numbers, obviously, because the chest guard is blocking that number back there to tell you who it is, but because we had a pinch hitter for Wixon, that was French. It came in, but we do have a new catcher in for Southwest.
There's a guy wearing 23 that plays a catcher, Sam Tomanillo. So I saw a 2 on it, so that might be who
him.
that is.
First pitch swinging.
Had to go for a strike. So Indians got a lot back in here. They've had some opportunities to put some more runs on the board. They've come up empty. The Bears have hung around in a very bizarre game 1. As this 1-0 is the count here to Cavanis. That pitch missing outside for a ball. So for the Indians, it's going to be Cavanis, Howell, and Cummings scheduled up here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 pitch on its way. And that one called a strike. Again, he's consistently been on that corner all day today with the strikes. So you've got to know that as a batter.
Definitely. You got to know that going up there, especially when you get 2 strikes on you.
This one hit hard, hit deep. Left fielder's going to go back and will find it after dancing around a few times. And just didn't quite get the full barrel on that one as it went to the warning track about 2 steps away from getting out of the ballpark.
Number 22, Jack Howell.
So now with 1 away now, this will bring up Jack Howell to the plate. He's catching here in game 1. He's 0 for 3, reached on an error, stole a base, and scored a run. After that, he's flown out to left twice.
Oh, that hit him.
And hit him.
So got a free pass there. So any base runner is great for the Indians, and they do still have 1 out, but now we have a base runner.
For the Indians, number 6, Jack Cummings.
This will be Jack Cummings coming to the plate. Jack is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. He's singled back in the 4th, struck out looking in the 6th. As the infield umpire called time and then waved it off. Man. We'll kind of recap why Dr. Boggs is chuckling at that here in a moment as we wait for this pitch.
Runner fake going there,
Missing
and
low.
Howell.
So we talk about how bizarre this game been. If you're just now joining us, it was early on, first, second inning, the infield umpires got into it with each other to the point they were pointing at each other's face and kind of yelling. I won't say yelling, but they were getting very passionate in the talk back and forth, and the home plate umpire kind of had to stand in between them to break that up. And ever since then, the umpire that is currently calling third base, he has not came back in at all.
Hadn't had anything to say.
Yeah, he is Matter of fact, in the exchange of innings, he's walked out to the outfield. Scoreboard showing a 1-1 count, so I'll change my count as well.
Be interesting to see if because they all get in a golf cart here in between games and ride to that's ball 2-1. Catcher doing a good job blocking that one up, but they all get in a golf cart in between games, game 1 and 2, and they'll ride over to our event center for to take a little time off here as they get ready for game 2. So it'll be interesting to see if they ride together.
Yeah, so they're going to come out and have a conversation here with the pitcher in this situation. So we'll kind of continue to stay on that track. So they kind of got each other settled down eventually. And then you go back and pretty smooth ball game up until the 7th inning. It was a double off the wall by Madden Butler that scored Reed Kent. It was a bang-bang play. I'm going to be honest with you folks. I know I'm an ICC guy. Probably shouldn't be saying this. I thought they got him out at home.
Same.
And then so they actually were going to have a call to the bullpen.
They did.
So they called him safe, had a powwow, and they upheld the rule. There was no umpire at home plate in this situation. This looks like number 5 would be the new pitcher in the game here for Southwest. So Segrist will go out. So we talk about that. They had a conversation. We gave a big kudos to the first base umpire because he allowed the Southwest coach to get very spirited, very fired up in a bang-bang play. Well, the Southwest coach said his piece, started walking off, and then the first base umpire shouted right back at him, pointed at him, and, well, guess what? Round 2 started. But once again, good job by the home plate umpire to not eject anybody from the ball game. Eventually did walk away, and there ICC led it 3-1. And then it was a 2-run home run. If you're an ICC fan, you will swear for the rest of your life it was a foul ball. But I will say this, the home plate umpire was down the line where he was supposed to be and did not really waste a lot of time in calling it a home run. So we think it's one of those situations where it crossed over what people call it a foul pole. I call it a fair pole because if it hits it, it's a fair ball. So it should be called a foul pole. Mm-hmm. But so it drifted out, and that's how we've got the tie ball game here. And Brad has been, you know what, it's been a classic. I'm not going to call it an MACCCC game. It's been one of those old school classic MACJC games.
Oh, yeah.
When crazy crap happens.
It does, and that's what you find. And it's always an interesting day at the ballpark. And, again, that's turned out to be again today. And you got a good matchup out here. You got a 3-3 tie game here in the bottom of the 8th. Indians desperately wanting to get that one run at least across here in this bottom of the 8th where they could go into the top of the 9th and try to end this thing. But, you know, like you say, the game was also rolling along pretty smoothly and time fashion too. And you didn't have many hiccups from Solomon Smith until that last inning. But, you know, that's part of it, and that's baseball. So that's what makes it America's pastime and the game that people love to watch so much. Because baseball definitely becomes interesting, as it always does. And we're fixing to have Jack Cummings here facing Nick Carney, who is the one who came in for Southwest. He is a right-handed sophomore from Columbia. West Marion's where he did his pitching. And Carney comes into the day with a 3.24 ERA, 2 wins, 1 loss, 11 appearances on the year. Does have 4 saves on the season as well. Giving up 13 hits. 4 walks, 22 Ks. So he's got a good walk-to-K ratio there.
He inherits a 2-1 count. That pitch across for a strike. It's now 2-2 here on the catcher, Jack Cummings. Runner at first. That's Jack Howell, who was hit by a pitch. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here in game 1 between ICC and Southwest. That pitch missing low for a ball. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, that was low. So, again, good eye there by Cummings, running the count to full.
So the Indians trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 8th. They tied 3-3. This pitch fouled back out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2.
Yeah, stays with it there, hangs in there, Cummings does. Again, trying to straighten that thing out and put something in play out there for Etowamba. Again, 1 out, runner at first.
So Cummings will dig in here. Carney on the heel as he's replacing Segrist who only saw 2, or actually 3 apparent batters. So that's going to be a walk to move the runners at first and second now.
Coming up to bat for the Indians, number 24,
and so this will bring
Tyler Pickens.
You're going to see a pinch hitter here.
Say Pickens is on his way up. Looks like ICC will be making a change in this situation.
Yeah, you're going to see a pinch hitter. Looks like it's going to be
Whitfield.
Yeah, Daniel Whitfield.
Pitch hitting for the Indians, number 12.
Daniel is a pitcher slash outfielder, a freshman out of East Union. So he'll get his first at bat of the day. Brad, you got any numbers on Whitfield?
I will look. I'm glad you asked that question.
He has been more of a courtesy runner than a batter.
I do have some
for the Indians. So let's go ahead and take a look at those Samtown market stats.
333 average coming into today, 7 games out of that. He does have 6 at bats. He's got 4 runs and 2 hits, one of those being a double, as that is
a stolen base.
Stolen base there. So good job by Etowama moving up to that. And so, yes, that's what I got on Whitfield.
So a double steal executed there by the Indians. The throw was high, as it looked like he would have beat the throw anyway. So now Indians with runners at second and third. 0-1 is the count here to Whitfield.
Infield in now, obviously protecting, trying to keep that runner at bay. ICC looking to lay the bunt down. Whitfield right there.
Had the right idea.
Suicide squeeze. I didn't tell if he left on that or not.
Had the right idea. Was trying to go first base. Almost, though, popped it up enough for the first baseman who was playing in to catch that one. So now with the 0-2 count here, Whitfield will have to dig in.
If he left on that, he would have had a good opportunity to get in and score that run had Whitfield got that ball down.
So 0-2 is the count. 1 out.
Oh.
And checked his swing, and they're going to say he did not go.
Okay.
So 1-2 is the count. Well, that was a close one.
That was a close one right there. I thought he almost committed here, but there again, I'm behind it back here. But 1-2 count. So really love to put something in play here. Even if something on the ground, you might could sneak it through here with the infield playing in if you hit it hard enough.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch here. Pops this one up. It's back and out of play. And we'll stay at 1-2. A nice little battle going here between Whitfield getting his first at bat of the day. This is Carney on the hill here. He's facing his second batter. He walked Cummings, who is now at second after the double steal executed by the Indians. 1-2 is the count. Pitch coming.
Got it.
Swing and a miss and a clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Carney.
Coming up to bat for the Indians.
Second out of the
number
inning.
4, Brody Thompson.
So 2 away now. We flip it back to the top part of the lineup with Brody Thompson. He is 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI single. He has struck out twice, so he's looking to step up in a big-time situation here for the Indians. 3-3 is the score. We're in the bottom of the 8th. That pitch missing outside for a ball.
Yeah, infield now back, playing back again now, obviously with 2 outs, so they've dropped back defensively, just trying to get that third out is all they're focused on at this point. So Brody Thompson does have a hit on the day.
Just that pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Thompson.
Love to see him put something in play here and try to make something happen, maybe get that run in. So runs are kind of at a premium today here. You don't see a lot of runs on the board, and they're kind of coming at a premium. But 3-3 tie here. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Etowama with a chance to try to take the lead here to go in that top of the 9th.
So 2-0 is the count. Now make it 3-0.
Yeah, good eye right there. Good job by Brody to run that count to 3-0. Fully expecting to be taken here.
So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third here for the Indians in a 3-3 contest. Bottom of the 8th here in game 1 between ICC and Southwest. He does take, and it is going to be a walk, and now bases will be loaded here for the Indians.
Yeah, Cannon Graham be coming up. Probably not what you want to see. Bases loaded here if you're Southwest, as Etowamba's
Coming up to bat for the
leading hitter comes up to the plate.
Cannon.
Yeah, he had a single that was all the way back in the first inning. Since then, it's flown out to center, flown out to right, and grounded out to second. But he's one of those bats that at any time can get hot. And so right now, if you're the Indians, you would love to see him come up with a clutch 2-out hit with bases loaded here in a 3-3 contest in the bottom of the 8th.
If you get anything down out there, you could potentially get 2 runs in on this one. So that'd be critical there for ICC.
That first pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Graham.
Good eye right there. No reason to be overly aggressive if you're Cannon Graham. That's 5 straight balls. Got to keep that in the back of your mind.
1-0 pitch.
Make that 6.
And misses there. It got away but stayed in front of the catcher. That's another thing right now. If you're catching and it's a new catcher in the game in this situation, you don't want to let anything get by you because ICC's got enough speed on the bases to score a run.
You may be taken right here if you're Cannon Graham. You are.
He was, and the count goes 3-0.
All right, that's 7 straight. There's no way he's swinging right here. I'm not going to say there's no way. He should not be swinging. I'm telling him to take.
Yep.
If I'm Lott, but
I'm probably taking the next 2.
He's had his difficulties here. 7 straight balls, and that could walk in a run here if he can't find the strike zone here.
3-0 pitch.
He does.
He does. Right down the middle that time. Now the count goes 3-1. So it's got to be something you can square up in this situation with a 3-1 count, bases loaded, and a 3-3 contest here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, this is one of those you're telling Cannon, it's got to be perfect, one that you set on the tee. And it wasn't, and it walks a run on.
And that is a big-time moment there for the Indians. A bases-loaded walk in ICC. Retakes the lead, 4-3.
Coming up to bat for the Indians, number 9, Reed.
Maybe one of the easiest RBIs of the career of Graham, and it comes at a clutch time as that run belongs to Segrist.
And it doesn't get any easier if you're out there for your Southwest, because now you got Kent coming up, and then behind Kent you got Madden Butler. And then behind Butler you got Trey Gunn. So it doesn't get any easier here, if you're Southwest with the bases loaded, as Kent,
swings on the first one he sees and dribbles it out. And I'm going to blame you for that one, Brad.
That's on me.
So 5 unassisted to get the Bears out of the inning, but not before the Indians do add another run to the board on a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a timeout. Can the Indians find a way to get out of the top of the 9th and get a win here in bizarre Game 1? We'll take a break. Find out more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a Guaranteed Bank call to the bullpen. New pitcher in the game here for the Indians, Andrew Williams, coming into pitch. And Brad, let's talk about some of the stats on Andrew.
Andrew's a sophomore pitcher, right-hander out of Corinth, played ball at Alcorn Central. Andrew comes into the day with a 3.14 ERA. He does have one win, no losses on the year, 7 appearances, got 1 save on the year. giving up 21 hits, 16 runs, 14 walks to 35 Ks. Pretty good strike to walk ratio there.
Those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. As this will be his last warm-up toss, so we'll keep it here. Indians up in this one 4-3. As we head to the top of the ninth, ICC looking for 3 outs. Southwest looking for at least 1 run here in this inning to try to push us to extra frames. As this has just been a great battle here this afternoon in game 1.
Definitely has, yes. ICC looking to get out right here and go ahead and take game 1 and end it.
So this will be Williams coming in to pitch. That pitch missing outside for a ball.
He's got
3, 4, 5 batters due up.
Got Damiano here.
He's been playing shortstop today. Hadn't had a whole lot of work for a shortstop. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. He doubled back in the first, flew out to right to end the third, and then flew out to center to end the sixth. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs. Nobody on here in the top of the ninth. Bears trying to rally in this one. And that one missing low. So right now, if you're the Bears, you may want to be a little bit more patient than you have been at the plate throughout the day, as Williams now falling behind the count 3-1.
Yeah, you got to throw strikes. I mean, again, I know I say that, and I've said it at the beginning of the game, but I mean, ooh.
That one might have been a gift there for the Indians. Nice frame job by Cummings.
Yeah, that's a 3-2 count, but I mean, let the defense play behind you. That's why you got those guys back there.
So the 3-2 pitch on its way. And just missing high, so that'll be a leadoff walk. Well, that's one of those you flirting with disaster, because that's a pitch that could have gone either way. I do believe it was up a little bit, but one of those surprise you don't swing at, foul off, and try to keep the at-bat alive. So now this will be Hokamp, the DH, coming to the plate, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. No outs, tying run at first here for the Bears. Hokamp will dig in. Slider in there for a strike.
Yeah, good job right there. Andrew getting ahead right there. Need to get ahead right here on that count.
0-1 is the count. No outs and a runner at first. We're at the top of the ninth here.
Got under
this
that
one. Popped up, but it's taking him back to the wall, and makes the play. Whitfield was having to watch the wall back there, leapt and caught the ball for out number 1. That was not an easy play.
No, and I said he got under it, and he did, but
still almost got out of here.
I was going to say, that thing went further than I thought it was going to off the bat, so that's on me. But Hokamp put a charge into that one and gave the Etowah Indians fans a little reason to worry right there, because that would have put them ahead 5-4. But first out of the inning, no harm, no foul right there.
So this will be Drew Swan at the plate. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Swan is 0 for 3. He popped out to right in foul territory, or flew out to right in foul territory to end the first. Flew out to right in the fourth, and flew out to center in the seventh. Runner was unable to advance in that last situation. Pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, couldn't get it to come back across the plate right there. He was working at the inside part, but couldn't get it to touch the inside part of the plate. So, again, 1-1 count.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at first. 4-3 Indians with the lead here in the top of the ninth.
That's it.
Beautiful pitch. Just hit the blinker, turned over, and first strike 2.
Yeah, breaking pitch right there. So Andrews quickly ahead 1-2 here. Got 1 out. Need to get this big second out right here. Big time. K right here would be very, very needed by the Indians as the runner face. He just waves at it, but he does foul it off. Foul tips it. Cummings couldn't hold on to it, so that's still 2 strikes.
Yeah, big time break there, and a good job by the umpire to immediately show that it was a foul ball in that situation. 1-2 now is the count. And this one popped up.
Good pitch. It's going to get out of
go
play.
Back, and it is going to get out of play just over the stands here, right next to us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, you can make a donation to the Sports Information Club or Sports Information Indian Club by visiting iccms.edu/Indian Club. So waiting the 1-2 pitch here. And just missing low. They're going to appeal. He did not go on that, but I thought the pitch itself was a strike.
Well, I did too. That's the reason why I said, whoa, there. I really thought he had him there and frozen and got strike 3, but again, I'm not down there. I'm up here.
That'd be one of those if we're in Major League, the catcher instantly tapped the top of his head. This is on a rope out to left field, and that's going to drop for a hit. They're going to ask the runner to take a look at third, but a great job by Whitfield to quickly relay that one in and keep the runner at second. And so now the tying run is in scoring position here with one out in the top of the ninth.
And Coach Lott's coming to the mound. I don't think he's going to waste any more time. We may have a pitching change.
We'll take a break and be back with more right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be no change here as they're going to stay with Williams in this situation. Maybe one of those where they're just buying a little bit of time to help their bullpen get loose a little bit quicker. But Brad, dangerous situation here. There's only one out. You've got the tying run at second. And Loper now is coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, you really need that double play ball right here, Adam. I mean, that's what you're begging for. If you could get that to get you out of the inning, and ICC kind of playing that double play ball right there defensively, trying to get that.
That pitch going to miss, 4 ball. 1-0 is the count. That's about the only thing we haven't seen today, Brad, is a double play.
Well, you got to throw strikes to get it.
1-0 is the count here to Loper. He's flown out twice to center field and grounded out to the first baseman in his last at bat, but now ahead in the count here, 2-0. So Williams just needs to step back, catch his breath, and find the zone here. Trust your defense. So waiting the 2-0 pitch here from Williams. They're going to show bunt. It's in the dirt, and a great job there by Cummings to keep that one in front of him.
Yeah, that was a good job by Cummings right there. That easily could have moved runners up to second and third. And so he was able to keep it in front, like you say. But the problem is you got a 3-0 count here. And Williams seems like he's kind of struggling to find the zone out there right now.
So right now, if you're the Bears, you figure back-to-back red lights here for Loper. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. Another one of the situations we talked about it in the bottom half of the eighth with the Indians. This one's got to be sitting on a tee for you to swing at this one. Awaiting the 3-1 offering here. And he does take a healthy chop at that one, Brad. Surprising on that one.
Yeah, he does. Probably would have been called a strike, but it was probably one of those that you could have taken if you're Loper. But here we are, full count, 1 out.
So a big pitch coming up here. Runners go, swing and a miss, and that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
But the runners advance.
But a double steal in that situation as well. So a clutch strikeout there for Williams. So now there is 2 outs in the inning. Now this will be Simmons to the plate. He's 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. It was a great dig over at first base by Cavanis that put him out to start the 5th. So now the tying run is at third. Go-ahead run is at second. There is 2 outs here in the inning.
Grounded to pitcher.
Right back to the pitcher, and a great job there by Williams to settle down and get the out. And ICC survives a scare late to pick up the 4-3 win here in Game 1. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC wins a thriller in a bizarre one. 4-3 was the final score. Brad, we're going to take a look at some instant replays from today's game. But go ahead and give me your thoughts on the Game 1.
Well, I go back to you asked me at the beginning of the game what would be the keys to victory for Etowah, and we did it. Had a little, Solomon ran into some hiccups there in the 8th inning. Was still able to get through it, and some questionable calls here or there. But end of the day, ICC was able to have a good performance on the mound by Solomon Smith, and that was what was the key, and that's what the strength right there was for Indians. We were throwing strikes, and we weren't walking people like we have in the past. And again, he was able to put together a good performance on the mound. We haven't seen much of that this year, but today we did see it here in Game 1, and I think that was big.
That is the final thoughts of the game being brought to you by Bank Okolona. ICC improves to 19-11 overall, 6-3. In conference play, the Bears fall to 20-15, 4-7 inside conference play. For the Bears, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. For ICC, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error on that one. Let's take a look at some final stats here for both teams. Thompson was 1 for 4 with an RBI. He did strike out twice and walked once. Graham was 1 for 4 with an RBI. He walked. And you had Reed Kent 1 for 4 with a run scored. He struck out. And then Butler was 2 for 4 with an RBI. He also, well, they give him credit for a triple. That was not a triple. That was a double. The man's on the throw. You had Gunn 0 for 2 with a run. He walked twice and struck out. Cavanis was 1 for 3. He did have a double. Jack Howell was 0 for 3 on the day. He scored 2 runs, had an RBI. Then you had Cummings 1 for 2, walked twice, struck out once. Pickens was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Whitfield 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Smith started the day, didn't get the win. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned. He struck out 5. Williams went an inning to get the win. He gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1, did not give up a run. Smith did have a batter that was hit by a pitch. For the Bears, it was Moore, 1 for 4 with a run scored. He had 2 RBIs. Hidalgo was 1 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. The name that I have butchered all day today is Damiano. It was 1 for 3 with a walk. Hokamp was 0 for 4. Swan was 1 for 4. Hokamp did strike out once. You had Loper 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Simmons was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Wixon was 0 for 2 of the day. French 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Haynes was 1 for 3 with a run scored. 2 home runs. It was Hidalgo and Moore with 2 home runs in the ballgame there. The pitcher that started the game was Newman. He went 6 2/3 innings, Gave up 3 runs on 7 hits. One of those runs were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 7. Sechrist was the pitcher of decision after going 2/3 of an inning, giving up a run. It was earned. He did issue a walk. Carney came in, closed the door, 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1, walked 2 in a no decision. Well, Brad, we've got a little bit of meat left on the bone here, and it's going to be a tough decision as we got to pick our Samstown Market Star of the game, and I'm going to let you come up and make that decision.
I'm going to make an unconventional decision on this.
I like it.
Solomon Smith.
Okay.
He did not get the win for the game, but he had a great pitching performance, in my opinion. Got him through 8, and Indians wouldn't have pulled out that victory had Solomon not had such a strong performance on the mound. Plus, it left arms in the bullpen for Etowama to go back to here in Game 2. So I'm going to go unconventional. Even though he didn't get the win, I still think he got the Samstown Market Player of the Game.
Hey, I like that decision. If I had to think of one myself, couldn't think of a better one there. So Solomon Smith will be our Samstown Market Star of the game. We said before the game we get 5 innings out of him. It would be a big day. Well, we got 8 innings out of him. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. Here's another big stat, Brad. No walks, and he struck out 5. He did have a hit batter, but on that end, we talked about those free passes being big. He only gave up one of those as well.
That's right.
Well, we're going to take a break, come back in probably about 30 minutes with Game 2 between ICC and Southwest, as we'll see you right back here on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.